Good afternoon, good evening, welcome to Thursday Modern, live from Titan Games. I'm Evil Bob, your resident right in a box. And we have a packed house tonight. I think we've got 24 people playing Modern tonight, so that's a lot. And we're not starting with Cryptek, no, that was from Tuesday.
The most iconic anime name or something that
Master Snow playing. Let's see if I can do this right.
So you find Liping, and he's like, yes. How can I help you, outsiders?
Nick McCarthy. Nick McCarthy is playing Derp Shadow. So unfortunately, he did sneak his way on cam.
Oh yes, the Storm Prophet. He will keep us safe.
Okay,
The
let's
bandits
do the
come.
auto
They will
update.
rape our
Let's go. Life
children
total.
and pillage us
Life
and
total.
slaughter us.
1,
They
2,
will
3, 4,
chop
5.
off our heads.
Oh, there we go. Snell's playing Jund. Bloodbraid Jund. I'm sure he hasn't given up on Jace. He's just trying something a little different tonight, if you know what I mean. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway. So anyway, I just need to remind everybody that Thursday Modern is filmed in front of a live Pathfinder audience. And let's go ahead and bring in the chats. Let's go to the chat.
You can try a sense motive check.
Let's come over here.
Everybody else can.
Do I have any pluses?
Nope, you can try. Everybody can try a sense motive check. It just matters.
Stream.
I got 15.
Okay, we've got Nick, who doesn't have a win yet. I'm not going to give him a free win.
Whoever rolls the highest.
No.
Done.
13. So, because you mean kind of like talking in
this is already
TN,
bad.
and then he kind of tries to explain it to everybody else in common. So Asher's able to understand him better, and you can tell. You think that he has some. His dramatic stories are hiding another motive.
Can I intimidate him?
There we go. Now my audio should be fixed a little bit better.
Sure. What do you say, buddy?
Alright. Yep, now we're dealing with the right one. Snell starts it off strong with a Inquisition of Kozilek off of a basic swamp. Nick is showing so much derp. So much derp.
He brings you in close. He's like.
Anyway, let's see here.
A few weeks ago, I went to the shrine in hopes of catching a glimpse of the glory of the Storm Prophet's power. But instead, I saw the Storm Prophet dragging one of the chosen to the well in front of the shrine, drowning him, and dumping the body in the water. I couldn't tell anyone what I saw, because Hai Fang might smite me down if I don't properly demonstrate my faith. But maybe being a outsiders, you can do something.
There we go. Fantastic. Okay, now that we're on, and we're getting up and running, ready to go, because I was too busy getting information on people, because there's 24 freaking players tonight. That's fantastic. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. So, Kozilek, and here's another Thoughtseize. So, two Thoughtseizes on McCarthy's side. And a Thoughtseize on Snell's side. Let the Hand Destruction War commence. And in keeping with my March theme, My background, you may or may not recognize, is the horseshoe crab.
No.
So, go ahead and leave a comment go ahead and head over to the YouTube comment section. I do read each and every one of your comments. I would like to know if you can pick out what my theme is for the week or for this month, before it becomes painfully obvious. And I think this is the kicker. If you don't get it after next week, I don't know. You're going to get kudos. You're just not going to get the mad kudos that I had promised before. Anyway.
Are they headed away from the shark?
They're coming
So,
from,
now we're
from the
opting.
south to conquer the whole kingdom.
Snell's got a Raging Ravine. That's what that proxy card is. And we're looking at a fetch.
I know, but I was. There might.
And tap the Island. Make sure you got that tapped. And we are Thought Scouring. He's going to mill himself 2 and draw that 1. And all that goes to the graveyard where it belongs.
I think we go on other creature. Unless this gentleman has anything further to say.
No, that seems to be what he has.
And Snell's blood braiding into a Scoos.
Like Bagheera, but it's Mugira. That's how I'm thinking of Bagheera.
That's a dirty cat. Okay, Nick. We're gonna go ahead and push the Scoos.
So on the west edge
And
of
that's
town,
a
there's
search and fetch, it sounds like.
further up
So
the mountains, a Tengu dressed in solid blue robes stands on a scaffold, preaching to a small throng.
ooh, excuse me. Ooh.
Taking the sermon. Should we take in the sermon? I like the idea. Let's just listen quietly. What are you gonna say?
So, as he's talking about the Storm Prophet, and then he notices you, and he's like, "Ah, outsiders have come to our village. These are the first signs of ruin that will come. We must repent and dedicate ourselves to Hai Feng and follow the teachings of the Storm Prophet, or surely great ruin will come on us."
It's another crack and fetch, or 3 more life down the drain.
Yes.
Oh, we got attacked. Bloodbraid got in.
I rolled
That would explain what's going on there.
14.
Okay, Snell coming into play tapped. Don't know if it's a manland or no. He's deciding if he wants to shock or not. Deciding not to shock. Attacks with the Bloodbraid.
God, surely we must cast these outsiders out of our midst. I know the
Snappy
mayor would never allow these
to block.
people, within
Trade.
our
And I'm assuming opt.
In fact, we have this scroll.
There's a Goyf.
We're authorized by the mayor to be speaking to the town.
Casting the opt that he chose. Or the Thought Scour.
Is this place,
Mill. Draw. Okay.
Zia, whatever?
So, Goyf Watch.
Tianjia is the
Yeah,
country.
4 or 6? That's big. Okay.
Okay, so after you show him the
Now that we know
scroll,
Snell's
he's
playing
going to talk
Goyf.
to you. He's talking about the great prophet of Hai Fei.
Alright, hang
Gave a
on.
warning to the village
Not that
of the
one.
impending
This text.
ruin. It's like, you must come to the choosing ceremony.
How big is
this
Goyf?
evening? The god will select from those who are fit to ascend to the house.
How big is
to his
Goyf?
House of Storms to join the divine war horse host that will defend our way of life.
Tassiger comes down. He's gonna probably try
I'm sorry,
to
she's a female.
shrink the Goyf a little bit.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Maybe, possibly.
Is there all
I don't think he's gonna be able to take him down.
Cloacus.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's see if Snell adjusts that Goyf die.
So, as she's speaking, she's talking about the Storm Prophet.
I did not start my timer. For shame on me. For shame on me.
And you can tell she's very proud.
Let's see here. Snell has sorcery, planeswalker, land.
Holy symbol. So you can attempt
Sorcery,
knowledge,
planeswalker,
religion,
land.
or-
He's got to get rid of his instance. Okay.
I'm trying to see if
Looks like Goyf did not get
knowledge,
adjusted.
religion check when you see the.
Knowledge religion, sir? Got any? Knowledge religion?
knowledge religion?
You got some. Go for it.
Okay, so 4/5 Tassiper.
So you.
Let's try that again.
Use
Tassiger.
the holy symbol, and you can tell there's differences between it and a typical symbol of Haifang. The Haifang symbol usually includes clouds and seas.
Tassiger is indeed a 4/5. So a 5/6 Goyf versus a 4/5, and that's just going to get Dreadboard and stubbed. Cast another Goyf.
By a 4-petaled flower made of
So
white.
we've got 2 Goyfs down on the board that are just big. Just
But
big.
usually there would be clouds
Just shy of the maximum
in the symbol
Goyfage.
as well.
So it's lightning surrounded by lightning?
Oh, activating Tassiger. Let's see here.
yeah,
You
it's
can have.
It is a ring of lightning bolts surrounded by a 4-petaled
Give him a
flower
non-land.
made out of lightning.
Returning non-land card. So.
There we go. Thank you. I was like, there's got to be something good.
Oh, and
here.
he goes to
That's-
4.
Haifang is, I think,
1, 2, 3, 4,
I don't know if
5.
he's one of the core deities.
Oh, he got hit with a Goyf. He took the Goyf. So you can has a
Specific to the
Derp Shadow.
I mentioned what's it called? I
Mmm.
mentioned the difference
This is the danger. Do you crack and go to bolt
Yeah, I think
range?
it's a
because it's different.
Tia Shah deity.
Oh, so you're saying ask her why her holy symbol's different than the Haifang
Yeah.
symbol?
What to do? What to do, Mr. McCarthy?
She's like, oh, well, this is the
And
symbol
he's gonna go ahead and crack.
Haifang's chosen, who will
Go to
lead us in
3.
battle
Bolt
to
range.
defend
This is
our
dangerous. I too like to live dangerously. And yeah, just activate the ravine. You have 2 blockers. You can't block everything. Snell gets there
What do you,
on
priest that
the Goyf. So Snell gets that victory in there. And while we are working on getting shuffled up and boarding out for the first game, I just want to show everybody that ooh, the fine proprietor of this establishment, Titan Games in Peoria,
Holy place, only the
he
chosen
doth
Haifang
cometh
may
through
go there.
again.
Where did the
He picked up this beauty.
They ran away. Their faith was not strong
Look at
enough,
that.
and they abandoned their
Look at that guy.
months ago.
That is
before
the most
Storm
miscut
Prophet came.
oofy I had ever seen.
that with that not
Let's see. You can see
Surely
on the
they've probably
sheet
been
he
smoking
shares
by
with
him
a
by
white
now
card.
as they wander the wilderness.
He is just sheared
with
off
their
on the edge
shame.
there. And
Perhaps
it's
they will have
also
committed
miscut
honorable
on the
Harry
back.
Carey.
This guy's glorious. Oh, such an amazing little miscut. Oh, so good. I just need to find out what that white card is, just so I know. But, I mean, it's easy enough to find out or find the commons sheet, but yeah. Dan comes through with another donation to the Oofy Preserve with this miscut beauty. And that's just what we like to teach here at Titan. While we're at it, let's just go ahead and talk about the Oofy Preserve that we do have set up. I have gone and set this up, everybody, because I believe that the Ice Age Oofies do need a place that they can safely call home once again, now that the Ice Age is melted and took away their island or their lands of Terrasair. Karn tried to save some to Mirrodin, but we don't care about what happened to them. These little Ice Age Bronufis are homeless. They need your help. And I just noticed there's a floating thumb down there. Anyway, but yeah, these guys, they need your help. And as we just showed, every Oofy that's donated will get a shout out. And, you know, just because you're mangled or miscut or not or imperfect in any way doesn't mean that the Oofy won't be loved when it's received. Every Oofy needs a home, needs a chance for happiness, and I am providing that for them. That's why I've started the Oofy Preserve, so go ahead and send your Oofies, your Ice Age Brown Oofies, to Titan Games, care of the Oofy Preserve at 4450 North Prospect Road, Suite Charlie 6, Peoria Heights, Illinois, 61616. It's such a wonderful and smooth zip code. I tell you, people, it's just as fun to write as it is to say. Give it a try. Put it on an envelope. Tuck some Ice Age Brown Oofies in there and send them my way. Every Oofy I receive will receive a personal shout out from myself and my deepest gratitudes. Anyway, we're getting into game 2 here. Snell's finishing up his shuffle. Nick is just finishing up his sideboarding action. And hopefully we will get this game underway sooner rather than later. Let's see there. Oofy's currently a 1.
This vermilion-clad Tengu. My name is Mitogo.
Or not Oofy, Goif is currently an 01. Does I wonder if Scryfall has a it does have a random card. I couldn't think of a good solid card to ban this week, considering I banned Jace twice. I've not seen a problem with the Blood Braid yet, so that unbanning seems to be fine for the moment.
It's like, what do you think it means?
I just I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I couldn't think of anything that was overly problematic. So I'm gonna, instead of letting Gatherer choose this time, I'm gonna let the good folks over at Scryfall choose which card gets the ban hammer this week. And as I stated, my March theme running in the backgrounds tonight, this week, this Thursday, is the Horseshoe Crab. Nick's starting off with a powerful Thoughtseize, so he's going to go to 18. Snow's going to be at 20.
She still seems very hesitant.
You shocked, so. Nick's starting off at 16. There we go.
Intimidate for 14.
I don't know. I don't know where he's going for this. He's going for something. I don't know what it is.
Diplomacy for 20. Diplomacy for 20.
Okay. So and even word of those who have been chosen have been attacked.
So as you explain some of the things that you gathered, the information with her, she's like, oh yes, that makes sense.
Anyway. Alright, Snow plays a land.
And she's willing
looks like a
to
fetch.
answer your questions now.
Nick responds with his own fetch. Snow cracks in response.
But with a plus
Goes to
for each
19.
piece of information you shared.
Okay.
So the fact that we said enough stuff.
Right, and you got one of them and then just didn't mention any of the others.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Snow puts Goif down. Now we are looking at a counterspell. So we've got instant and sorcery and land and creature.
What?
It looks like so.
Well, she is a
Creature, instant, sorcery, land.
Trying to become a priest, but then when the Storm Prophet came, she was kicked out.
I ask, are you rich?
Oh wait, here. I venerate Hai Feng, but I've never focused my faith on the ways of destruction.
Creature, instant, sorcery, land. So we're looking at 4 or 5 right now.
Which give life to the land. I know there are many others who
So,
follow
Goyf
his more
Watch.
destructive aspects, but that has never appealed to me. Still,
Goyf
who am
Watch,
I to question
2018.
Hai Feng's blessing in
Another
our
land
power
hits, that's
of
not going to
grace?
do much.
Perhaps, as they
On
say,
Snell's side,
I'm
he's
simply
got the
naive to
creature,
partialities of this world.
land,
This is the dilemma I
and
face.
Mr. McCartney is going to go down to 10 on a double fetch, it looks like. So, yeah, he's probably going to pull out some 3/3 derps. That's unfortunate.
Start eating some children.
Get your derp on. Get your derp on.
And we've heard that there's a shrine
Yes,
in the area.
the shrine is a sacred place.
The
I was allowed to
Shrine of
visit
the
a few
Silver
times in
Monkey.
the course of my training. I can draw you a map if you would like.
Another kill spell, probably a sorcery, maybe a Dreadbore, might be an instant. Whatever it is, he's dead. And another derp.
I start
Hello, Derp Shadow.
After the choosing ritual tonight, find me and I will help lead you to the
Oh, actually, yeah, right.
the shrine. Yes.
Okay.
You're not planning on participating in the choosing ritual, are you?
Oh no.
Okay, good.
He got kicked out of that.
She said.
Probably too. Intimidated.
Lily, attempting to come down.
Yes. You think she is?
Lily hits and kills Derp. And he's just going to go ahead and K command. K command Lily down, so now Goyf is up to a 5/6 again.
How far is it to the shrine?
It's just a few hours. Or
Okay, so there's
not far.
Can I stealth for those few hours?
Is there anything we should be prepared for this journey to the shrine?
Okay.
I mean, it's just the
And choosing to bring
priests
back
are-
the
chosen
derp.
are there.
And
So it must have been a fetch.
okay.
Fetch shock.
Okay, so I should get the wands and crossbow.
So
Anybody got some garlic?
Okay, nothing. We don't have a plan yet.
We don't know that yet, but at least.
And there's the shadow. Snell cracks a fetch in response.
I have crossbow.
Goes to 18.
I did look for cold iron crossbow bolts, anything happened.
I have a light
Another thing
crossbow
is,
with
I
tin
can
bullets.
So now 4 mana.
Burn them to death.
When these things shapeshift and attack us, I just want everybody to remember that I called it.
I will eat cookies.
Okay, so should I just one magic missile?
This is the village.
this is
I'm
the
magic
village.
missile.
I need to
Yeah.
add. This
Oh,
is
please.
the ceremony.
Literally.
So you go to the ceremony.
Tap. Lots of
And
taps.
here.
Snell plays Bloodbraid.
Here, give me. You know what your
And he's going to crack a Thought Scour in response and crack the fetch.
Yeah, if you want to take that.
So he's going to Thought Scour and then he's going to fetch in response to his Thought Scour.
Give me a pack of miniatures.
So let's get a island out.
Do we just place
Shuffle
them
up.
Yeah, place yourselves out here for the crowd.
anything good?
And then mill. Mill 1. Mill 2.
I
And a
feel
draw.
like we need to be more
So he's got one card in hand, so he's heck bent.
Just as like better.
There's like gonna be a stage on
Nope.
Yeah, that's
And
the
we're going to get a
stage.
Dreadbore to kill Derp Shadow.
That's where the guillotine is.
That's what I'm saying. Where we.
Do you keep the Dreadbore?
I'm gonna have my badger burrow into the ground
Nope.
where I'm at.
That marker is dead, I believe.
And the attack from the Bloodbraid.
He can
Snell's looking to go 0-2, and he does!
just cover it in I'm gonna have him
Mr.
go
McCartney scoops it
down
up.
and wait for the
Snell
word.
takes the first match of the
I
evening.
already have my
Fantastic.
hidden behind my cloak.
Let me go ahead and jot that down in my handy dandy notebook. Snell
My sight is
11 victories on the year. That's
Time for some extra magic.
bonus magic. Digging it. We got some time left in the round, so they're just going to shuffle up and go again. Snell did win that, so it's not out of the round. Let's see here. There's Mr. McCartney. His winning streak comes to an end. He pulls up a big loss by sneaking on cam with his derpiness.
Okay, I'm just setting up the people who are in it. They are all Tengus, but this is the preacher, I believe, that you talked to earlier.
All these are Tengus?
So, what I'm thinking, with this many people, we're guaranteed like 4 rounds.
Except for that one singular hunter in the whole town.
And with 4 rounds, we may see a 5th round. To reset the life totals and
yeah, and I actually have more Tengus, but they're unpainted. I couldn't get my box of unpainted figs back out of the garage in time to pull them. I have like 8 more.
so we've got a lot going on. We got some good happening. Let's see here. One of the new peoples that we got coming up here. Let's see here. I had seen this deck named before, but I just don't remember what it was.
Figure that miniature, so I had to dig around to find a way to. Did you get a receipt, buddy? You probably didn't know to. That's fine. Shame.
Maverick deck creation. So somebody's got Maverick. Is it just Hate Bears? Is that all it is? Yeah.
You want a fire giant?
One understand green-white aggro deck toolbox capabilities. Initially, get out green-white. Started out green-white survival. Became known as Maverick. Survival of the fittest was banned. Of that, players began to move towards lists that favored Green Sun Zenith.
You're level 3 fire wizard. I'm a level 1 pyrokinetics, and I'm a little child, so.
Legacy certainly has card pool and green-white. I wish they were allowed to use in Modern. Modern has banned a few of the playable cards, and new printings have shown concept survival. Courser, collect a company tireless tracker, real-life strategy. Mentioned above, many differences between these concepts. Maverick and Hate Bears, even though they share same color pool, Hate Bear focuses on natural occurring interactions from their creatures and attempt to overwhelm the opponent with threat density as a primary game plan. Maverick, on the other hand, focuses on cultivating power via card advantage to control such effects. Maverick is not limiting itself with the presence of Lean and Arbiter, which prevent the deck from reliably running fetches and Knight of the Reliquary. So, okay, so it's green-white tempo. That's what Maverick is. So, I got Maverick to think about. I've got black-red umpires.
But you always get one of the big size.
That is a Liliana of the Last Hope. I've got black-red vampires from a new face as well. We got the Captain playing elves. That's always a good one. Captain will probably be on 3rd. I don't know if I went 2 green in a row, though. We do. What caught my attention is we got another Machine Gun Scales deck. That just is fun to watch. That's Justin Fritch playing that.
You go to.
So I got a feeling.
Ceremony. This is the scene. There are lots of other Tengu out in the crowd with you as well.
Nick Patello. We got elves. We got. Okay, so we got Jun. We just saw Jun play. We got Ponza. We got Poor Man's Jeskai. Mardu Pyromancer. Alex Ho refused to tell me what he was playing, so it's probably 5 Hued Humans, or whatever he played last week, which he played. He played Hollow Vines last week, so hard telling. I probably won't even get him on cam. We got 8-Rack, we've got Elves, we've got a Rakdos Burn, we've got 2 Storm decks, more Elves,
hooded figures.
Sad robots. We just saw the
wearing
Derp
blue
Shadow.
robes with flamed maces standing at their sides,
We've got
and 3
land ramp
simple white
crap.
robes.
More Jund.
The ones with the
More
maces
J
are
Sky.
I'm the only one in
No spot for me?
There is actually a spot. We have
We have
1,
an open
2,
spot.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Then we have
7.
a healer.
We need a healer.
Oh, you got one.
We got more J Sky. Blue white
There's
control.
light from the heavens and
Um,
only Ostog.
I want to shy away from the blue white control because it was terrible. I kind of like the vampires, and then we also have
Oh, and so guys, on this sheet,
another burn, and we got that aforementioned Maverick. So if anything jumped out at you,
information to report.
That was my fault.
Lily Last Hope versus Lily Vale.
Oh, bad.
I just followed it.
I figured it out.
Too many lilies.
Thank
Oh,
you.
he didn't know.
I'm 69543-3,
6'9".
I think.
I think I'm gonna go with the machine gun scales.
You didn't know.
I'm digging that.
6'9" something.
Yes.
I'm digging that. I just need to find out what his favorite land is. So while we're getting out on that,
Still
69546-3. I was close.
6. So you've traveled to
I'm gonna
Tian
let this
Sha
game match.
to
Oh, he's got
Tengu,
Bloodbraid. Bloodbraid came down and just
the
crushed
Tengu
Lily the
country
Last
of,
Hope.
that's there, and you're investigating strange happenings with a figure known as
Lot to
the
choose
Storm
from,
Prophet.
lots of
And it
decisions.
does seem
And
like
then there's
things
still
are adding
2
up to him
mystery
being,
players that I don't know.
on the up and
Because they came in after I had already came back
Con
in.
artists? In the Pathfinder universe?
never
Oh, what, the
unheard
Storm
of.
Prophet? Oh, no, not him. It's amazing, though. All
Do
these
you
weird
have
things
your
been happening.
character sheet?
I do not. I'm going to have to play it from memory,
Okay.
which means I probably won't be doing much except curing people.
We all bought like a couple pure light potions
It's
too.
okay. Those are always useful to have.
Oh, Walker direct
Just to let
damage.
you know.
Yes. And my level is 5.
Yes, I don't think that.
I believe we'll change the roost with Dominaria.
6, 7, 8,
We got dice.
Thank you.
10, 11, 12,
You might have to take one of the 20s from him to decide if you wanted to, like,
Thank you.
7. That's still less than 3.
Dominaria
The
story.
dice that are important are these. You're familiar with channel positive energy?
me?
You will be.
Okay. Did we use it much
Planeswalker
last week?
redirection
Yeah, there was no
rule.
heals last. Well, he
Yeah.
healed last.
Once.
Let's try not to have that happen next
Upcoming Planeswalker redirection rule change. Mario is
So you're at
several
the
posts an upcoming
ceremony,
removal
these
of
are
the
all
Planeswalker
Tengu
damage redirection rule along with
out
a
there.
large amount of
Four
errata
out in front
to apparently
are in
support
blue
this
robes,
change. Since
and 3 in the
it's
back are in
unlikely
white
they would make
robes,
the rule change
and
in
Magiri, the
second
female,
set of Ixalan.
Preacher
core
is
set.
the one that is there with the blue
Uh,
and the giant sword.
I'd like to try and diplomatize them.
They're doing a ceremony right
so
Ah,
the update
yeah.
future
now.
bolts.
The air smells sharply.
I am finding out the
incense
Planeswalker
and
redirection
wood
rule change
smoke.
here.
3
Not the
white
official
robed
site.
Tengus,
Something
2
is
male,
huge.
1
Should have been
female,
announced in the
ascend
article.
a wooden
That
stage
challenge really
and
happened
drop
yet.
to
It
their
got
knees
leaked
in
ahead of
front
time
a
because
small
Magic
altar,
Arena.
carved with thunderbolts. Their eyes
A new
cast down as they
template. When the
chant.
rule is actually
Strange
changing, we'll have full
incantation.
article detailing everything.
Magari presides over the
Will cards
ceremony,
like Earthquake,
walking
Hurricane,
around
and Flame
the
Rift
pledge
errated to
while
include
waving
Planeswalkers? Will they
incense
play the
over
same
each.
as before?
The hooded and armed
The change is
figures
coming. When we
keep
roll it
silent
out, we'll
watch
put an
of the
article together.
gathered
I'll
faithful.
change about how the
As
old cards
Magari
are affecting the philosophy of how we
leads
decide
them,
old cards
the villagers
work.
begin to chant in a strange
Okay.
language in unison. At first low and quiet, but slowly rising in a crescendo. The priest then calls out in a clear voice. We are gathered once more to mark the ascension of the chosen brothers and sisters.
Anyway,
The Storm Lord has called us to prepare worthy vessels for his host.
that's a Derp
You've
Shadow.
done
He's
so.
facing down a
Witness your brothers
Fulminator
and
Mage,
sisters
and
in
he's
the
going to
hour
be
of their ascension
shocking.
into Immortality.
You
and glory.
discard a card, and we're going to kill
This,
Bloodbraid. And then we're going to
proclamation
attack
three adherents
into
have
the
up the road,
Fulminator Mage.
Revealing torsos
With
covered
a
in ghastly scars.
An 11.
These are the guys in white?
Yep, we're blocking.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah, I got through.
Chanting
Awesome.
behind you is building to
There you
a
go,
deeper
Snell.
pitch.
See,
Flashes of
Snell can
lightning
lose
starting to cut
when he's
across
not,
the darkened sky.
you know, when nothing's on the line. Snell has no problem taking a loss.
Check.
But,
What, do you remember
how'd you
what
do?
languages Unstock speaks?
So you're saying I should have put you on cam first?
Yeah, probably.
Who'd you play?
Dustin.
Dustin?
He's playing John.
Jund?
He
Yeah.
ripped my hand apart game 1.
Yeah,
Two.
it happens.
Wisdom, not
When I went for it, the only
Um,
cantrip I had was
Undercommon.
I slided into Island Noxious
Common.
Revival. I was like, yep, that's not gonna do it.
Celestial. Abyssal.
Abyssal.
There it is.
Okay.
Yep, he,
So
he did
you
say he's
actually
playing Jund.
understand
A
lot of
the
Jund here
chant.
tonight.
You,
There's a lot of
with your
Jund.
check, are able
I'm
to
Jund everywhere
I've
right
seen some
now.
blue.
the language that they're
There is a huge smattering of everything out there tonight.
That's why I sideboarded, changed my sideboard up a little bit and put some white cards in, Bob.
I dig it.
Seems like
I mean, white makes the world go round.
Late Line of Sanctity makes my world go around.
It makes a lot of worlds go around.
When John does like discard your whole hand game 1, and then I'm like, no, I'm okay game 2.
So,
Game 2,
Snell
I'm
playing
like,
Jund? Did Jund win something? It may have. Snell's also, you know, he's already had fun with the Jace. Now he wants to try out the Bloodbraid side of it. So that's what's going on
The
there.
latest Modern tournament, 9 of the top 20 was Jund.
Well, there you go. 9 of the top 20 is Jund. So Bloodbraid's making a claim to get rebanned before Jace's. That's hilarious.
They're calling for the banning of,
to focus on
I think,
the destructive aspects
they're talking
of
about
battle rather than
7 of the
praising
cards in
freedom
Jund?
that comes from
7?
I don't know what they're
No.
calling for, but
Wow.
like
That's
as,
stupid crazy.
as options.
That's still stupid crazy.
I mean, I think we could lose Bloodbraid and Jace would be fine.
No.
I don't see Jace wrecking the format by himself.
You think that?
The wind and rain.
It's not
I mean,
just wrecking the
I-
format, it's the
I-
oversaturation in the
I
format.
hate Jace, I do, I really do, and I talked it down from day 1. But like, seeing him out there, yes, it's making. I don't think it's making Jund more prevalent. I think Bloodbraid is making Jund more prevalent. I don't think Jace is.
Yes.
Yeah, the shift, the presence of Jace is not giving the rise of Jund. It's the presence of Bloodbraid that's making Jund.
Right there. Snell could have hit. Fulminator was a blocker and killing a land, which is good.
Yep.
He could have hit Liliana, made him sack the Death Shadow. I mean, there's so much stuff. Maelstrom Pulse, Terminate.
Yep.
Like, there's so much stuff you can hit off of it that he could have won that game.
Yep.
Bloodbraid was probably the best top deck he could have had in that game.
But
I mean, other than Lightning Bolt.
right, and it's all good. It's all good. It's all gravy. You know, it's gonna be what it is. It's just, you know, we had a fantastically balanced format, and then now we don't. It's crazy, go nuts. But
The format was probably exactly where it needed to be. Exactly.
so
You were getting fun decks like Mardu Pyromancer, like you were getting fun like out of nowhere decks.
yeah.
And then Wizards is like, we're gonna throw this baby diaper in your face, and you gotta deal with it.
Tell that they are
So
supernatural in
And shit just got everywhere.
origin.
My background.
Probably harmful to their bodies.
You know what that is?
It looks really, really familiar.
That there's a horseshoe crab.
Horseshoe crab.
Horseshoe crab.
That's a good question. What did the globs
If Snell is playing Jund, then the deck has entered
in
unfair
their
territory.
feathers.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right?
I mean, look at Death Shadow when
Yeah.
Snell was playing it.
Yep. Derp Shadow.
So we have Heart of Ramos.
Yep.
Star of Extinction.
Yep.
And Horseshoe Crab.
And the horseshoe crab.
So as you
Let me think for
shout
a minute,
out
Bob.
the,
Sure.
the
Let
hooded
it
figures
process
like,
in my head. I won't be able to play round 2 because I'll be processing it too much.
I'll be thinking, what does Heart of Ramos, Star of Extinction, and the horseshoe crab have in common? Oh my god.
Shouted out to stop.
And then I yell out, why is
Did you see how much time was left out there?
It was like 20 minutes when I came in.
Good lord. That's what happens when, you know, Snell just wipes the floor with the opponent. We're just left staring at, you know, we had bonus magic and it's still not good.
This was bonus magic?
This was bonus. That game 3 was bonus magic.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you came in at the end of bonus magic. I was perusing the interwebs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna do anything?
John beat Death Shadow 2-0, and then
Why doesn't John beat that
and then the bonus magic game is the one that Snell lost. That was a game that did not matter. That was bonus magic. That's why I said bonus magic there at the bottom of the screen.
Bloodbraid Elf killed Death Shadow.
I got a lot to choose from, man. I really like that machine gun scales. It's gonna go up there, I think.
Apparently there's another Storm player out there.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know.
I'm not that good.
I don't share what other people are
Well,
playing.
somebody was like, "Oh, go figure. He's here. He's playing Storm." And like, they totally weren't talking about me. I'm like,
Nope.
"Oh, okay."
Nope, they were not.
No, I rolled 18 plus 3.
Drag us one game.
Round
1.
We got 2 elves, we got 2 storms, we've got a handful of Jeskai, we got a handful of Jund.
Stop it, Nico.
What's your
Stop it.
initiative modifier?
Mine's 5.
Well, Necro is one to pick up a deck, after it's fallen out of favor.
Yeah, true that.
You
true
know,
that.
he is definitely a sloppy seconds kind of player.
17.
Hence why he's playing elves.
There you go.
I mean, he is Mr. 31. He
He
knows
is-
what he's doing.
He is Mr. 31. He does know what he's doing. I just think other people don't know what they're doing.
That was part of the problem. Well, that modern format,
We love you, Necro. You know that.
that modern format you guys played in that last weekend was just weird.
No, what's your initiative?
It was the last weekend of the weird format.
Yeah, of the fun format.
Yeah.
When anything was possible.
Initiative is a +4 though.
We even got a Ponza out there. Sad Robots, whatever Alex is playing, and then 2 mystery decks. There are 2 people here who I don't know who they are. I don't know what they're playing, but they're here. Got a couple burn. We always have a couple
Down to
burn.
the bottom of the page.
Just guys out there, I saw.
Yeah, we got a lot of Jeskai. We got a lot of Jeskai. We got. It seems like we have a Jeskai, we have a poor man's Jeskai, and we have a blue-white control. So
11. And what's your
it's just a lot of craziness going on. So I'm just gonna saunter around and see what's going on. I just want to remind everybody that Modern Thursday is filmed in front of a live Pathfinder audience, and listen to the sultry sounds of Tengu selection rituals, I believe is what they're doing tonight. So, and while we're going, I'm going to remind everybody that we do have the Yuffie Preserve, and look at him having fun.
If you're a wizard,
Oh,
and
did you see what
wearing
Dan got
armor,
me?
Your spells may not
Oh
work.
my god.
Look at that amazing miscut Yuffie.
Did you hold it up to the camera?
I already held it up, but AJ came in late, so I'm gonna.
And it's miscut on a white
I know,
card.
that's what's awesome about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm jealous, Bob.
Look at this miscut Yuffie. Look at that. That is as miscut as they come. He's miscut on a white card, and the back is just as miscut.
That's hot, Bob.
That's very hot. He's as messed up as that kid from Wonder.
And the Oofies got to get out and stretch 2 days ago.
I know.
They got to go on a field trip.
They did get to go on a field trip.
The
It was a good day.
the priestess
Such a
begins
good day for Oofies.
chanting in a way that you presume
I'll be right back.
is a
Uh,
magical effect.
Converse amongst yourselves.
It's a inspire courage effect.
On us?
No!
Not
Like,
I wish.
It'd be like, oh wait, you're on
I was really curious, I was just like, oh, maybe these guys aren't so bad.
After they all turn into giant vultures or something.
a lot of villains are overconfident. But I don't think they're that overconfident.
I mean, some are.
So this one here is gonna step up and attack you with his mace.
This one.
Now, my Badger,
Does the badger get hit first?
I gotta give him a command on my turn.
So that's AC 7. I don't think
No.
it's going to hit.
What'd you do? Roll a 2?
Yeah, very bad. Enigma.
Yes.
He
Okay.
got in a hurry. Yeah,
So I am.
my badger is able to defend me without. Did he 5-foot step into me?
He 5-foot stepped
Okay,
in.
so the badger doesn't get an attack.
You know, so
Because he defends me without even a command being given.
Okay. I don't know the rules on animal
What's his AC?
companions that
Well,
well.
we'll just treat him like a character.
Okay.
what's his AC?
He's got a nice name.
What's his name?
I.
What is it?
I like.
Mr. Snuggles.
Yep.
He snuggles right up to me.
He's a.
But you don't want to
He's a
hug
badger.
them. You don't want to hug them.
Okay.
They'll just attack you.
He'll also attack you if you don't hug him.
I
He's
am
a badger,
going
he don't
to.
care.
Okay, so
See, honey
I
badger.
always have my rapier in my hand, but to use my crossbow, I have to use an action to pull my crossbow out, right?
Yep.
And use it.
Where are you?
I'm the
Keep it silver.
unpainted one.
Unpainted.
I'm the unpainted one.
You sure you want to drag out a
Crossbow?
Crossbow?
Is there
Should
any
I
enemies
step
down
up
in
there?
range? I'm gonna say
Enemies
You're
What?
just going to have to put
I've
it
got
right
a
back
30
down.
foot.
are
I've got a 30
these three
foot.
here.
just step up to her.
Just step up and take my rapier on her.
You still have a
Fine.
rapier.
Okay, I've got my rapier out. Just there. Okay.
Which one am I?
Okay, that was crap.
You're the kid in the back.
That is a
I'm the one who
nope.
can't do anything until it's
15.
Did you take a +1 for the blast?
Yes, I did.
15.
15 on my rapier.
That will miss.
That's what you just said.
Oh wait.
Flat-footed though.
Yep. Flat-footed. That will hit.
Oh.
Run him through.
So roll your 1d6.
Okay. And then I run 1d6. Of a 2.
What's your strength modifier?
Plus 0.
Base modifier is 10.
Strength.
Strength.
That's your score.
Base score is 10. Base modifier is 0.
Okay. You have 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage, better than none.
Okay. Nope. Asher, that's your turn now.
Okay, so all these are bad guys, right?
Yep.
So,
Oh yeah, he gets to like flamethrower him. He's playing a kineticist today.
yes, but guess what? Until I get in 30 feet range, you can't do anything.
Yeah, you're within 30 feet of most of them now, buddy. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh crap! See the
25.
little one behind me though?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
My
why you
character's
said
good.
it. That's
Good
why you
thing
told
you're
me
made
to
out of
put it.
metal.
Which one do you want to shoot, buddy?
The guy that's right there.
He's a little
Okay.
one, but he's got more HP than me.
What? Yeah. I have 15.
Yes. I have a 12.
Okay. Roll your
Yeah.
attacks,
He's gonna light
buddy.
him up. Set them on
We're
fire.
gonna say over here,
He's gonna bleed me slowly on accident.
+4 to hit.
Just, I'm
And
gonna
let me
just
look
take
at
a
your
one
feats.
hit
You
off the
don't
kineticist
have.
every time.
Okay. Yep.
Well, 17 hit.
17 will hit.
Okay, 1d6 plus 1. 5 damage.
Okay. And now that brings up the number 4.
Finesse or longsword finesse.
Right here.
I know, but I
Right
don't
here.
determine if it's finesse or something. He's like my longsword or rapier. Is one of them finesse? That I would be able to use my dex instead of my strength. You got 9 rounds of Paraquash right
You gotta admire his confidence.
Oh, it's 5 damage too.
Does that trigger an attack of opportunity?
No, because the wizard is still flat-footed.
Damn
Okay.
it.
Sorry.
I wanna try that.
Is he going against?
Just
Who's he
count
going
5
against?
damage.
Is he going against Asher?
He's going to strike the small child.
No, they're actually both going to attack the rogue that is between them that they're flanking.
And then the child's gonna
Yes.
flank
I'm a
Yeah.
swashbuckler.
He's the rogue.
Um,
rogue.
Oh, you're
I'm
the
sorry,
rogue.
the swashbuckler between them.
Yeah, I'm
They're
like,
flanking.
flanking at me. Okay, wait, but I can, but
rogue
can't
something.
I, hold on, can't I parry in her cost or whatever that
Yes,
is?
she's gonna parry your cost.
I
Use
have
one of
panache.
her prestige points.
No, panache
Nah.
points.
Panache
Alright.
points.
Okay.
Notch.
I have no
Something
idea
the
what
name
I'm
of
doing here
Simon
though.
John
So you
Hughes
roll.
at the
Okay.
point.
Roll a d20.
I
Kind of like a
make an
like a-
attack roll if I do an attack of opportunity. Okay, for each size category, the attacking creature is larger than swashbuckler. The swashbuckler takes a -2 penalty on it. if the result is greater than the attacking creature's result, the creature's attack automatically misses.
So you roll.
Okay.
So
Take a -2.
The opponent is bigger?
No, they're the
That's
same
not what I
size.
just
They're
wanted.
the same.
If that was a 20,
Oh, for
let
each
me know.
size, so she doesn't have to take a
Nope.
-2.
Right, the -2 is if
Only for
you're
bigger size.
parrying a bigger.
Ah!
One more. You rolled one
That
more.
was a 2, so I missed.
Wait, a 2.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No,
But
you
now
don't
he
take it.
rolls, and if your roll is bigger than his roll,
Oh, that's true.
then you
Roll
get to make
smaller
an
than
attack of
4.
opportunity.
You can do it.
So I have an 11.
Yeah,
so
that
you
didn't
can
work. See, you hit me.
Well, no, because the 11 still has to hit your AC.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So your parry
No, it didn't.
failed, but it
Parry
still
failed.
missed.
Yeah. See, if she successfully parries, she can actually then roll an
Correct.
attack.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So then the other one
Because you have
behind
one
you
finish.
is also attacking, and that is AC 17.
Nope. Am I
You're not flat-footed.
am I flat-footed?
No, you're
I
not
don't-
flat-footed.
Nope, I'm
You
good.
acted. You acted.
Okay, I acted. I'm good.
Yep, you moved. So that's
So I just
then
wasted my
Kellenvoss.
Totally different.
All right. Well, I'm
Oh, that's fine.
swinging the great sword at this dude that's right in front of me. Actually, first of all, the badger's gonna go, right? He goes first before me, doesn't he? Or does he go after me?
You're supposed to roll
Well,
his
well,
initiative
here-
separately.
Okay,
I'm
here's
sorry.
his initiative. He's 17.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
And then you are supposed to direct him and give him a command.
right. Well, although he does defend me without any command needed.
Take out his ankle.
I mean, according so his command will be that he's going to attack this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ankle.
But he doesn't go. It's me, right?
Right.
Go
All right. I'm
for
going
it.
to swing the great sword at this dude
Okay.
with a power attack, which gives me a -2 penalty. 15, 7, 22,
Minus
21.
21 will hit.
Okay.
I think you need a -2 penalty.
Yes, but I have your +1 bless.
And very good. I appreciate the fact that somebody remembers my
I remember
I
your bless.
had it earlier on the
This
radio.
character
I
only
used it.
experienced once, and I just casted it.
+4 bonus. Plus the bonus is increased by half if you're making a attack with 2 actions. Plus 6 bonus. With 2d6. 2d6 plus 16.
16.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt right now.
Well, you have to get some other instruction to the badger.
And this one here runs away.
Mr. Snuggles. Oh yeah. Mr. Snuggles. Smash.
Okay, apparently
Now would be the badger's turn.
the badger just.
Badger has no range though, does he?
Stay.
And then Vablo.
If you wish, you put the badger in front of you.
Yeah, he's okay where he's at. He doesn't have much health.
So I will use a point from my arcane pool
Yeah,
as a
you only
swift
have
action.
17 HP.
Put him more where he
Switch
came
blade.
from.
He has 17 HP.
The badger
The badger has 17 HP.
Oh, yes, the badger has more HP than me.
Well, but isn't the badger
In
the
fact,
same?
well, he's more of a badger swarm. There's badgers.
There's multiple badgers.
He's got a bite 10.
And will miss.
That's okay.
Is
As long
Crow.
as you don't roll a 3.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of my magic missiles.
Okay.
And since I'm level 3, right, it's 1d4 times per caster level, I believe?
No, is it one that you have memorized?
It's a 1.
The wand is always 1d4 plus 1. Because it's what it was. Who are you magic missiling? Okay.
3.
Magic
so
missile
nine.
can't hit. Magic missile can't.
Oh, good.
Okay, now,
Can't
what's
hit
your
if you're in
class?
obstruction.
And
Fire
Jacob.
wizard. Well, I mean,
Through
Wow.
it can be blocked, but can't hit her.
I have a better version
Jacob,
of
that's
it.
your
not a
turn.
critical one that
It was-
doesn't misfire.
Either I use a burning hands, which would
Is that
hit
one?
Yeah.
2 of our
Yes.
characters.
I have a better version
If
of
I
it.
get here, can I flank him?
Good thinking.
Yes, there is flanking.
We're back!
And you can get there.
Oh, and I didn't even have to choose.
I'll be waiting on a couple seconds still to go because
You're leaving. You
So
don't.
you can move there and still attack.
That's okay. You can catch the replay because shenanigans. Okay. Next round is up. I'm gonna start my timer so I know this time. Let's see. Clock is going. We have Justin.
Oh, I got 11.
11?
Yep.
Is that with
Fritch.
your modifier?
Yeah, what modifier? I just got 10 plus the blast.
Your dex
Playing.
modifier.
That'll be 14.
Okay. That, yep, 14 plus 2 for flanking.
Machine gun scales
Do you
versus.
use your dex
Yeah.
modifier rather than your strength? You got the feet? Way to go.
So we dodge?
No.
No dodge.
Andre.
No. Dodge is only if you're gonna, if they're attacking you.
Andre Hunter. Playing 8.
Instead of doing parry.
Okay.
Rack.
Then no, you will miss.
See, I was kind of like, I want to see 8 rack again, but we only have so many rounds tonight.
So then that
This
brings
solves
up
my
to
dilemma.
this one.
I get to see 8 rack and I get to see machine gun scales. Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy about it. I do need to add Mr. Fritch
And
to
then
the
that brings
list,
up Ostag.
which is going to come over here.
Okay, how many opponents are still here?
Justin
5. This one got killed and 2 were
Fritch
ranked.
The red one on the far side.
wins.
I'll take my 5
Losses.
foot here,
Deuces.
and I'm
Okay,
gonna cast prayer.
there we go. Okay.
Prayer works a lot better than bless.
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. Here we go.
More interesting to remember.
New round in,
Everybody in my
new
party
faces to be
gets
had.
+1 to hit, +1 to damage, +1 to saving throw, and +1 to skill check.
Okay, we're going to start
And
off
it's gonna
with
last for 5 rounds.
Urborg into a Raven's Crime. You go ahead and just discard a card. Raven's Crime is so mean. Such a mean card.
Yes. Furthermore, the opponents get to make a saving throw.
Anyway,
Or they
and
take
we're getting in with a
There's no
Arcbound
saving
Worker?
throw. These boomers have spell
I believe that's an
resistance.
Arcbound Worker.
Okay. They're all -1 to hit, -1 to damage, -1 to save, and -1 to skill checks.
And he's going to get pushed with no target. He just goes
Wish I
away.
could've got the runners.
That's unfortunate.
So then that brings up
Okay, Second Forest.
who is going to charge the wizard.
So I'm toying around with the idea of making a 5-color, like, vanilla deck. Just good,
13.
multicolored creatures that are, like, super powerful, like the Fusion Elemental. That's a Hangerback Walker for one. Like a Fusion Elemental, like Watch Wolf and the Fleece Mane Lion, and, you know, just those beastly, multicolored boofers. That's a Lily of the Veil. That's a sodded piece of crap right there. Nobody likes Lily. Well, if you did leave me, Mr. Necro, I'm definitely gonna miss you.
5 of my turn.
Let's mute that in case I'm just doubling up. And I'm sorry if I was echoey. I try not to be. I really try not to be. Anyway, Lily is down and we're killing Hangerback. Because that's the way it goes in Wild Wild West. And yeah, rightfully he shot down Lily. Oh no, he put, oh that's right, it died. It's not a ballista, it was a Hangerback. So now we have the Walker, and hopefully he's just going to fly over and just boof the living crap out of Lily. That's what he needs to do. Need to kill that. Need to kill that black so-and-so.
Okay.
To figure out what
That
it was
undead lady of the evening.
Spellcraft check.
That sausage of the West.
Okay.
That.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
Just
for
go
reminding
ahead
me.
for the attack.
Gives you a
That's Arcbound Worker again? It's another Arcbound something rather. Yeah, attack and kill Lily. That's a good job.
I have a +2 modifier.
So we're down 1 Lily of the Veil, and I got a feeling another one might be coming out. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. He doesn't have a lot of control right now, but.
Oh, so
Cast that at him. And now it's your turn to act.
So you're who you attacking or what?
Okay, sorry.
Alright.
Am I?
My Oofy's worth about 25 cents. I could see that.
The one in the orange.
I could see that worth
Oh, between me.
let's see if a normal one's about 7 to 17 cents, and yeah,
There's no face being passed.
double.
Don't worry about it.
Like four to double, 4 times. There's a bridge.
Yeah, so let's just
Looking to stop that creature onslaught.
Alright, we'll go after her. So
And he's gonna get down the shrieking affliction.
plus 8.
He's not heck bent. He's not hell bent, so he's not gonna take the 3 damage.
You have both the bless and the prayer.
No, I already
He is going to
did that. That's 6,
Yes,
7,
that
8.
will.
play
Okay, the flames plus
an Arcbound Ravager. Wow.
Then I do my 1d6.
This is a deal. Lots of 1/1 counters. I thought this was machine gun scales. It's definitely a counter scale. So getting in for that big old 1. He's down to 18.
Stealth of 1.
I have stuff
That's
of
not-
11.
that's
I'm
not
very stealthy.
just damage.
No, you're just getting 3 damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. How much was that? 3?
3 total. I rolled a 2.
We're gonna fatally push that Archon Ravager. Now this is the dilemma. He's got the bridge. You probably don't have a way to get rid of the bridge. You kind of just want to let it go, I think.
Can you move her 1 square that way? There you go.
What are you?
I would believe you just wanted to let it go.
Step back
Let
a
it
little
go.
bit.
Let it go.
Flanking that one.
5 foot step back.
Now it's flanking the one on
Yep.
this side.
Just gonna let it go because he wants that attacker, and I don't blame him.
Which one are you gonna shoot?
I don't blame him. For as long as he's got that 1 card stuck in his hand, he is killable.
I don't know, fire thing.
Yep.
Okay, so,
Don't do it. Just let it go.
Well,
Just let it go. That's, and he's gonna put down the last thing anyway, and that's,
Yeah. Oh.
what is that?
Yeah. And I, yeah, right.
He's gonna, oh, it's smallpox. That makes sense.
No, that will
Pay a life, pay a life, discard a card, sack a creature.
Number 4.
You might as well boof. I was gonna say you might as well boof up the Arcbound, but I guess not.
5 foot step up and full attack. Asher.
what's mine? Okay,
AC 12
Nope.
and AC 5.
And another Arcbound hits the board. Yeah, you have no cards in hand. There is no attacks there, buddy.
2.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately. And we're going to Raven's Crime. Go ahead and discard a card now. Now on your upkeep, you're to take that 3 damage from the Shrieking Affliction.
Trying to figure out what that one is going to do.
That's now the pinch
She will
starts to
continue
hurt.
attack you.
Yeah, we're gonna. That looks like it's a Iker Wellspring. I believe that's an Iker Wellspring.
AC 17.
No.
Ah.
We should have exceeded me.
And AC less than that, and then that one is going to 5 foot step this way.
Okay.
Does that provoke attack of opportunity?
What to do? What to do? 'Cause, I mean, he's just gonna retrace the Raven's Crime, and he's got you dead right now. Unless you have to dig for a destruction spell. There's the Wellspring. Go ahead and draw the card.
Alright, I am going to switch from the greatsword to the bow. As my move action. Yeah.
Okay.
That
So you draw your
is
greatsword,
something.
Draw the bow. I'm gonna
That
charge
is
the
indeed
badger
a something.
to attack the dude in blue on his turn.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a shot at the dude in blue.
Okay.
On the off chance it doesn't kill him.
Well,
It's like, no, it's one shot. Just
Dual Shrieking Afflictions. You definitely do not want to go down
Then
to
that's the
less
badger's turn.
than 2 cards at this point.
He follows instructions.
It's just such a mean deck. I mean, it's easily disrupted, but man, it's so mean.
and he has both a claw or a bite.
So he moved, so he gets
Because yeah,
one
it's
attack,
8 rack.
probably the
There's
bite
only
is
2
primary.
threat
I'll
cards
take the bite, and
that are gonna get you, and if you can eliminate those, so
really a Splinter and a Scour. And we're gonna Raven's Crime. You know, hey, I drew a land, might as well Raven's Crime.
So I have a very
Yes,
powerful.
the Badger is part of my party for this purpose.
I figured it was.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna choose to discard the Basilisk Collar. And we're going to pass the turn into a forest. Now, do you keep it? You do not. You don't cast anything, but, I mean, if he drew any kind of disruption. Yep, we're going to Raven's Crime, and you're going to take 6. Oh, that's so mean. Raven's Crime is so good. So good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're rocking the 10 life right now. Andre has Justin on the ropes at this point. I don't see a way that Justin's going to get out of this. I don't think he's got any kind of land or any kind of destruction in the main board. Although he should. I mean, everybody who's playing green should pack naturalizes and spring cleanings and just even one Vuli acid moss. Any of these things are just a great destruction. There's no reason not to pack them. None at all. There's an Arcbound Ravager, and he's just going to sack the Ichor Wellspring to the Ravager, give it a little bit of a boost. And you're going to draw a card off the Wellspring, because the Ichor Wellspring says when it comes into play, you draw a card, and when it dies, you draw a card. So, I mean, it's good synergy there. It works great with the Arcbound. You know, for 2 mana, you draw 2 cards. It's not bad for a colorless spell. There's the Hardened Scales. Would be great if you're not looking down a bridge.
Yeah.
And you currently have 1 card in hand, and now you're about to have no cards in hand, because there's Lily of the Veil.
They roll their save, you just roll damage.
And we're going to go ahead and tick her up to make you discard, and you're going to take 6 on your upkeep. And if you don't scoop at this point, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I applaud him for playing it out, but there are times that you just got to, you know, hey, I'm dead. Just go ahead and scoop that, and we go to game 2. Maybe he'll have something good in the sideboard that'll give him a chance at taking out. You gotta get around the bridge. I mean, you might be able to have a chance if you can get around the bridge, yeah. So no destruction. Yeah, there's some natural states. Yeah, he's packing some good stuff in his sideboard, but we're about to see just how good a stuff it is. Game 1 took about 15 minutes, so we're not doing too bad on the round. While we're working on the shuffle, I don't think anybody's going to be playing an Oofy this round, so I apologize for leaving the Oofy state up there. But while we're in between rounds on the sideboard, let me get into our promo that we're running. This is Ben Seidel. Now, Ben Seidel has graciously donated his face to the further building of the site. So, if you could go over to YouTube, the Zone 521, you can see that on the scroll. If you could hit that subscribe button, once we reach 100 subscribers, we are going to slap the ever-loving hell out of Ben Seidel. He wants it. This is not a malicious act. This is not an assault. He has donated his very slappable face for this. And yeah, that's what we're waiting for. We are over 30 now. I'm very happy about that. But we still need some 60 plus. So once we get to that 100, that century mark, oh, Ben's gonna get slapped. Ben's gonna get slapped so hard and so good, and you'll get to see it. That it's not just gonna be, oh, we're slapping Ben. Hey, we slapped Ben. Good grats, everybody. No, it's gonna be caught on celluloid. It's going to be posted, and it's going to be viewed over and over and over again for all of the glorious people on the interwebs to see. So that's where we're at. We want to slap Mr. Ben Seidel, and we need your help to do it. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your parents, tell your pets. Subscribe to the Zone 521. When we get to 100, we're going to slap the ever living hell out of Ben Seidel. Back to the action. There's the cuts. I guess I can reset the live totals. They do matter. One of the mystery decks out there is Mr. Mad Ayers playing Boggles again, and I was very tempted to pull him on, considering he did win. So we could have gotten him versus Schnell. I don't know who his opponent was this round, but I didn't really want to see Boggles again. I mean, I'm happy to see Boggles, don't get me wrong, but anyway, Hardened Scales to start off. That's a fantastic way. Urborg into a Thoughtseize. That's gonna put a damper. Let's go ahead and read what all these things do, because I'm sure you've not seen most of them. That looks like a natural state. That looks like an Arcbound Ravager, an Arcbound Worker. That's a walking bullet, or a walking ballista, it looks like. And I don't know what that thing you looked at before. It might have been, maybe Stony Silence? I don't think he understands what artifacts we'll be doing, but I didn't quite make out what that card he was thinking about was, but he took the crash answer. I believe that's a natural state, and that's gonna definitely put a damper on it all. Let's see here. I'm gonna look up back to basics. Oh, 9 lands don't untap.
13 touch.
How about we just search for? Let's go to gather. Let's just look at
So D6 plus 1.
non
Plus doesn't
basic.
This is not a weapon damage roll.
Yeah.
I can't help you.
It's a spell.
3 damage. I should use my improvise.
River Flare taps a non-basic line for mana. I mean, I could have a lot of fun.
So that brings up
Start target non-swampland.
I'm the last one to trigger.
No, that's not there.
If she moves more than 5 feet, she's probably dead.
Detrivore. That guy's awesome. I miss him.
And then punch the not punch. Mace and bite the swashbuckler.
Non-basic land blocks. No one would see her coming. Dryad Sophisticate.
And AC.
And it's like, just walk on through. Walk on through to the other side. Andre's taking 2 more damage from the Arcbound duos. Got the Hardened Scales working for him, and a couple Raven's Crimes come down.
He takes -1.
Yeah, I know, but okay, whoa. Hold on. Thank you. You were talking.
What else do we got working on us today?
21 to hit.
3 mana. Do you go with Lily? Do you go with a Smallpox? What is your choice? Do you put a bridge down and hope for the best? I think you put a bridge down and hope for the best. Because a bridge with 2 cards means that you can't pump up the Ravager for a big old kill.
They're actually rogues, but they never hit when they were flanking.
Yes, I know, but I still only
Kellen
have
Bus,
one.
that's your turn.
That's me?
Yep.
I'm taking another shot with the blue guy, but I am using the
Why?
rapid shot.
I don't like that.
I'm taking 2 cracks at him.
Level him before you play him and got nobody.
Let's go. That one. Let's go. That all works.
That is a 7 and a...
What? Ratchet Bomb!
14.
Wow, I guess Stony Silence would be a good one for this then. Stupid Ratchet Bomb.
That one is going to be a 18.
18 will hit.
I can't dodge. I got too much stuff.
Still Overseer.
That's weapon damage.
Ravager's getting in. Or Arcbound's getting in for 4.
The D8, I presume.
D8 plus 4.
Oh, you got one of those fancy composite bows?
Ratchet for 1.
Composite bow. 7 damage.
She is down. Badger runs away.
Badger. Mushroom. Badger.
The one in blue.
Ratchet Bomb. There's a Shrieking Affliction. Do you have cards in hand? I don't think Justin's got any cards in hand. That's a bad place to be in. Badger. Mushroom. Badger.
That one is also dead.
Does that defear the badger, or does it just
Oh.
right on running?
That hurt.
I'm afraid. Unless
Shrieking
I'm a very
Affliction
generous
does
ruler,
its job.
not to fear the
Yeah,
badger.
the badger just keeps
The
right
Badger
on running.
runs for his full 2 rounds.
Pump them up.
120 feet away.
Oh, so it's kind of like what we did to Ryan.
Pump them up.
Or her down, I don't know.
They're in these woods by now.
Mr. Snow! Alright, so are the villagers...
Now, what do you ratchet? I mean, you got a ratchet for 2, right?
Comes out and asks you to
So, I mean,
travel with her
if
to
you
the
don't do
shrine.
2, I mean, you could do 1 and get the hardened scales and just really make that Ravager. I mean, but you're not going to get the Overseer. You're not going to get the Ravager. I mean, a Ratchet Bomb is nasty, so it looks like you're going to do for 1.
No,
Oh,
the devotees had armor, mace, arrows, robes, gold. The bard priest lady has.
So you get that, and you get hardened scales. Don't forget the hardened scales. It costs 1 too.
Energy, electricity. A scroll of invisibility. 2 tanglefoot bags.
Oh, I'm still.
Arrows, armor,
Oh yeah, I'm still working on the. Yep.
Armor. What kind?
leather.
That looks like game 2 went to Justin.
The other ones had studded leather armor.
That is how you get around 8-rack. You just plow on through to the massive beastly whammajamas that there be. Don't know what I'm talking about anymore. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I think. Kind of like that. Let's do that. Wow, that was actually a really good match. So let's reset life totals. Now I'm very intrigued onto who's gonna actually win this match. I thought 8-rack was just going to dominate, but I guess post board, you know, green. Don't never count green out on the post board. I mean, it's just as nasty at removal as white is. So, I mean, you gotta be able to rip and shred that hand apart. And if you can't, well, you just go ahead and kiss your rack goodbye. All 8 of them.
No, I know. I think yeah, it's just level 1.
And you're at level.
Okay, here we go.
You will level up. You will get more than that.
I know. Well, after tonight, I'll put my numbers in and have some more.
I'm feeling really beefy. I'm at 20.
We've got a mulligan over on Justin's side.
Why not?
Guess I should probably call this one Arcbound Scales.
So you start heading for the place.
Andre likes his hand. I don't blame him.
Oh, by the way, I want to.
Eventually.
Those who aren't familiar with my quirks, you know what a domain spell is?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know you do.
No.
You see, the domains that I have chosen are healing and fire. What that means is, I have a genuine fireball. It works just like the wizard fireball, except I don't need that quantity. And
Let's do.
the downside is it's a domain spell. I only get 1.
Starting off strong with a Thoughtseize.
Somebody you think deserves to be fireball, let me know.
So you got a Hangerback, got a Ballista, got an Arcbound, and an Overseer. Let's go ahead and get that Hangerback out of the way because, yeah, don't want to deal with that.
Well, see, the reason I
Now we're drawing into, ooh, you got the Arcbound Worker right away. What he wished he would have pulled was an immediate Hardened Scales. That would have been super sweet and awesomely pretty. Pretty awesome.
Very much.
Fantastico. Nutty Furtado. Rhino Frittatas. And we're just going to push the... probably should have saved the push for something, but I guess when it's the only thing out, you don't want it to push it to make something bigger, especially if you don't have the bridge right away. So, control the board, keep the critters dead. Now he's got a whole bunch of 2-drops. So, there's the Steel Overseer. That's going to start making things pretty mean.
Beaten unconscious is having a favorable effect on you.
He bought the wrong gun. No, it's not. It's so.
And we're passing turn. Raven's Crime, Raven's Crime. Strip the hand, destroy the hand, get that Streaking Affliction. That's just always missing is the Rack or the Affliction. And we're gonna Ballista for 1.
And I actually have 2 copies of one of them.
Wow.
So
once you've seen one forest, you've seen them all.
you guys are coming this way.
And we're gonna Overseer him up to 2.
Place if you want to give yourselves a marching order.
Draw.
Okay.
So now we're working on just outright slaughter of 8-rack. He's got the Ballista down. That's a mean one. Let's do a Badger, 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 Badger.
I'll be in the number 4 position. Thank you.
I'm fine with being one of the more tanky characters. But just so you, normally, if we had anybody that was a better tank kind of thing, I would be back toward the back.
Well, yeah, but you're the
But being the
kineticist
Badger
here.
wants to be
The youngin said he wants to be up towards
He
the
wants to be
front.
closer to the front because
But
he
it
doesn't
doesn't
have
really
anybody
like
else for it.
And we're just gonna go ahead and push. So
I employ the Mr. Miyagi specials.
he dealt 2. Yep, 2 to the face. That's unfortunate. Let's see. We got to revive Puff. We got to revive Slag.
Okay.
We got a Soups and Soups and Soups and Soups.
So
We'll double Soups
as you're
there.
going,
We'll double Soups
you
there.
see
You
some
get another
strange
soup.
animals, like squirrels
I got a
with
lot
large
here,
twitching
so
eyeballs on their backs. But you get
large
to
squirrels with twitching
part of the
eyeballs
forest,
on their backs.
and there are some
That's just a crazy
boars
squirrel.
that are ahead of you.
Oh, fire. Wait, we're in the forest.
This is where we roll initiative.
Huh.
I don't care.
Overseer. Oh, we got the scales down. We got the Ravager. Now we got the Overseer. Shrieking Affliction is in hand, but we're swinging in for 6. Ah.
No. Yeah.
I rolled a 20.
I rolled a 20 as well.
What's your
21.
This was a nat one.
What's your plus?
Plus 4.
21 and you're 20 or
I'm at 24.
24.
25.
Well, he was a nat 20, but he
Oh. Oh.
21.
I thought you rolled.
Boo. Stupid Bontu.
25.
Stupid Bontu.
You know that one night, last week we all rolled like initiative under 10? Yeah.
Drop down the bottom. I got a 12.
And Enigma.
Got those natural 3s rolling again, huh?
So, Bablo, you go first. You see 3 boars.
Fun. How's your handle?
magical beast.
They are, and they are actually
Got a
these boars
basilisk
have tentacles
collar.
growing out of their backs.
And we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of the Shrieking Affliction.
No, they are animals.
I mean, yeah, it is threatening your life right now, but he does have a Mudavault, and I think that Mudavault's gonna get in. Let's see here. Power up the Mudavault. Oh, casting. Funeral Charm. Discard a card. And Funeral Charm. Ugh, so good. Mutavault, attack for 2. I must have missed an upkeep in there. I mean, they're going back and forth fast enough. This game's almost done. Arcbound!
I'm still on my bow.
Comes into play with 2 scales counters on it.
Carrying it while you were walking, then yes.
Okay, I'm still carrying it. Because that's what I was on before. Otherwise, I need to switch. That's my move. I'm still on it. I'm going to take a shot at the far dog.
So you can see it.
Okay.
Assuming I can see him, right?
Yeah.
The Basilisk Collar is just a quick creature has that touch.
No penalty.
Lily comes down and kills the Ravager. That's sad.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do.
We're all sad because of it.
Which one?
Just under 20 minutes left in the round. This one's moving along great. Here comes the Walking Ballista. He's a 2/2. Shoot, Lily. Shoot, Lily. Shoot, Lily.
Okay, sorry.
Shoot, Lily.
15, 22.
22 will hit.
The first one. That one.
Smallpox. Now you might as well kill Lily. With your Walking Ballista. Shoot! Shoot!
I was thinking,
one at her, one at you.
I'm not sure I want to eat a
Good
fork
call.
that has tentacles.
Israel.
Good call. 9-all.
That seemed to do full damage. That's like serpent turf, right? It's like
Okay, so I'm going to cast the spell Flaming Sphere.
Okay.
Fire up the Mutavault.
Which
Get in for 2.
For 3 rounds, I have a
3?
spear of fire around me that I can gut. Well, not around me, just 5 foot range.
Oh, is that a smallpox? Yeah, that was a smallpox. I missed that. I missed that. I was just excited that the ballista was going to kill Lily. That I forgot it with a smallpox that set it off. I mean, that's a mean combo too. Basilisk Collar with a Walking Ballista.
So,
Mutavault, swing. Gotta get some defense down. Pass the turn. Save it. No, he doesn't become an artifact. He becomes a colorless creature. So that's gonna do you no good. You need an actual blocker, my friend. You need an actual blocker.
Jacob, that is your turn.
Ravens. Oh, Thoughtseize. Or Inquisition of Kozilek. Yep. There's nothing to destroy. I mean, you could. Is that Is that the natural state?
So you get a reroll then.
Oh,
I just want to let you know.
I was just saying we have them PDF.
Yeah, that's the natural state. That's the unfortunate one. See, if it were the other one, the one that destroys its controller gains 4 life,
standing next to it is not in it.
he would have been able to blow up his own Basilisk Collar, gain 4 life, and stayed alive for 2 more turns. But as it turned out, unfortunately, he did not get the victory in this match. Andre Hunter goes into the win column. Pretty strong. Justin Fritch unfortunately debuts into the loss column, but that's okay. There's plenty of game left. Let's see here. I gotta find Andre Hunt. Stay strong in the wins. He's undefeated. I would show you the standings, but I am more than a week behind. I know I said that I was going to make new cards and get everything going, get everything up and standing. I lied. I got no excuses. I flat out lied. But we are just at about 15 minutes left in the round, so I'm going to remind you about the Ufi Preserve. I'm going to go find out what I'm going to have up next round, and then I'll come back with the Banhammer. And I already told you it's going to be a good one. I hope it's going to be Scryfall Special. Scryfall's Choice. Scryfall's going to tell us what we need to ban. Enjoy the sultry sounds of badgers
and weird eyeball squirrels.
No damage. Okay. One charges the rogue.
Squeeze by you, Jeff.
17.
Yeah. What is that? Regular AC?
Yep.
No.
No.
I have 18.
Okay.
Way to go.
Brings up this war here. Step into woods and
Dexterity has a lot of uses.
take a full attack. It is attacking with a gore and a tentacle.
Jeez.
That's AC 9 and AC 17 again.
Nope. You just got saved by your armor class.
Enigma, that is your turn.
That's the first time I AC's actually protected me in
But I
this
haven't moved yet.
situation. No, we're not. Not
It's
that
your
now.
turn now.
So, no. Well, see, my rapier, I have to be right up in their face,
I'm
but...
seeing the same animal kind
Got a
of.
crossbow now.
Well, I know. I've got my crossbow with some,
Do you have precise shot? It's a feat.
I don't think she does. No.
Probably not, because
There's no way
it's a
she'll
feat,
level
and you
one.
have to have
not yet.
two other.
I have weapon focus on my rapier, though. I guess I'll just go with my rapier. I will... Oh, I can only move 20 feet, though.
So 1, 2, 3.
So can I get up close enough?
5, 15, 20.
Oh, I can't get close
But
enough.
then you can spend a second. Just if you can't, you can do a double move. 5,
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend
10.
that. Just
Can you charge?
No.
You're back in charge.
Is that a... No, I did. I mean, I did.
20,
I did drop my bag.
5, 15, 20. Technically, that's a straight line, and it's a square that you can attack in, and it's the first square you can attack in. So yes, you could charge.
Take a +2. The downside is that you'll be at a -2 armor class until you get till your next turn.
Okay.
That's a 20.
That's a nice.
So roll to confirm your
Confirm that
critical
crit.
hit.
Yeah, 16.
16 plus. Does she get the plus off?
Yeah, you get all your normal pluses.
Okay, so what, yeah, 26.
So you will
So-
critical, so you gain your panache point back. And then you deal double damage.
So 2d6. 9.
You're right.
Okay. That brings up the third boar, who will charge.
They're all attacking over it.
I
Both
said-
of us, bud.
Well, that's
They're
good.
attacking the people in the front.
You're the one who almost said.
Yeah, they have 20.
No, I had a 20.
So that's AC 9, that's gonna miss.
You,
Astag, it's your turn.
Last,
Okay.
everybody in my party within 50 feet gets +1 to hit.
Should be
You know the
everybody.
drill.
that's weird, because I'm pretty sure I said 22. You said
Vablo.
a different number over me, and I was trying to about to ask you where you got the other numbers.
Like very well. I'm assuming run through the woods would.
It'd be difficult terrain, so it costs double move.
Okay. Never mind.
I generally carry 4 blesses, so if there's more than 4 encounters, you
Yeah.
might be in trouble.
I think with this big a party, we'll be in that much trouble.
I'm saving
Well,
my
5 foot step
my
here.
Lowest
special
up
power.
here.
I'm saving my special power
Study
till the
that
last.
one
Okay.
and attack it.
Okay.
So study. How about a 26?
26 will hit.
If that doesn't hit, then we're in trouble.
It's a bastard sword, so
Okay.
that's not a threat.
Oh yeah, I
Last
would.
turn.
Yeah, because I dropped my bag. And
I mean, I do have spells that automatically
You can
hit.
dodge.
Yeah, but only 6 damage.
Parry.
That one is the one that's been on fire, so it is enough.
The one I burned.
Both of us though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the pyros were burning that one.
Hey, you're not flanking me. Congratulations.
Kellen Voss, that is your turn.
We're gonna take another
Smell bacon.
rapid shot.
Okay.
We don't have any blesses or anything active right
You
now.
have a bless.
Bless
You
is
do have a
active.
bless?
And do you have precise shot?
Over to board.
I don't know. I've never eaten.
No, I do not have precise.
So you're at -4 for firing into melee.
-4. Okay.
Yep.
Tastes like more.
Assuming you don't want to hit the party members.
Well,
I mean-
how badly do they want to live? All right, first arrow.
How badly?
Very bad.
Even your partner might.
I don't really care. This is a pre-game. Oh wait, I don't get stuff if I die. Never mind, I'm with you.
Plus 21.
21 will hit.
I just need to think of that as a
-2.
minus.
Well, go ahead and roll your damage.
I'm sorry. Hold on. That's also a -2. Sorry. 19.
19 will still hit.
Okay. Second
Every time.
10.
Well, the reason. So the
17
reason.
minus. That's an 11.
11 will miss.
The reason I say roll your damage first is because if you kill it on your first shot, you can shoot at something else.
Also, of course, the
I understand why you're saying it.
also
7.
Doesn't mean he'll do it, but if you understand it.
you could of course have shot at the boar who charged, and it's -2 to his armor class.
I will next time.
But what?
We won't charge
It'll be
next
too late
time.
then.
So how
It'll
long
be
am
dead
I
by the
minus
time it
2
gets
on
around.
my
Israel.
Okay.
Which is my AC, right? That's my armor class.
Did we get an initiative on there for the Badger?
No.
No.
16 plus
Plus.
3. Yeah, 19.
Okay.
So does the badger still get to move before me? Or?
No, the badger is slightly after you.
Okay. So I'm moving the fireball.
After you, which means there's going to be
Okay. Yeah, there's actually between 24 and 19. There are three characters. So reflex save on that one. It makes it.
Just curious, when that fireball moves, does it just disappear at one place and appear?
No,
another?
he has to
Or does
roll it.
Move?
So he moves it.
He
like
moves
that.
it around a path. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it has to move through characters, I've never encountered that before. So if it has to move through our own characters, it would damage them.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it would.
That's what I
And if the enemies are such that you, as you move it, you roll it through enemy squares, it damages all of them as well.
Wait,
So it's like a flaming bowling
double
ball.
check this. Yeah, I think it goes to always 30.
No, it goes up to, it moves up to 30 feet. You tell it which square to stay in. But that's a move action to direct it, so you still have your standard action.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I don't want to try to miss with my crossbow.
So go ahead.
3.
And that one is dead. Jacob, that's your turn.
Is this one flat-footed if I go here?
No, it is not.
But it did charge, so it is -2.
Try to attack with my rapier.
That's 20.
No.
Okay, so roll again to confirm.
16. That's just 16, right?
Remember to take the +1 for
17.
Oh, did you put the
Plus
blush
your-
back
plus
out there?
Do you have a dagger or something you're stabbing with?
No, I'm rapier.
What's on your rapier? Is it a plus anything? Should
0.
It's first level. It's so roll your damage 2d6.
Need another d6.
Now the flaming sphere does have a reflex save to
Great.
engage.
Yeah, that's what happened. He made the reflex save and didn't take any damage.
And we know everything on this after.
So Asher, that is your turn. You need to move up.
Do I?
I don't know. It's kind of not even been back here.
Yeah, you can shoot it from there.
I rolled the same roll I just rolled.
So you miss.
No, any plus is actually.
Yes.
Bless is
So,
+1.
Yeah, where did that come from?
13.
13 hits touch.
Yeah. 5 damage.
No, no, didn't
And that's the badger's turn.
Alright, let's move him up as close as he can. I think there's that square square just to the right there.
Right here is fire.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna go to right there, and then he's gonna bite.
Okay, is that board still at -2 to armor class?
I'm going to just put this dice right here.
It hasn't acted again yet, so it is.
Okay, bite him hard.
11, 12, 13, 14.
That will hit.
One.
And the boar is still up. Enigma, that is your turn.
I'm waiting to use my special power.
Well, I'm right there, so you know. Why not?
Take a full round attack.
Yeah. 22.
22 will hit.
You don't know, but
You might get to it. It depends.
if you
For
make
6.
the walls.
You have killed the boar.
Yay, surf and turf for everybody.
I do want to let you know when we're moving, just avoid this spot for a minute.
Yeah, it goes away.
Hey, Jacob, you want to take the board?
I acrobatics over it. Acrobatics over it. Nope.
If you want to pull your guys off, we're
No, I
done.
just
Acrobatics check. You trip and you fall into the sphere.
Yeah, sweet.
How about
It's
a
okay.
24? I think that
No,
would
you don't. There was plenty of movement around the.
I know, I just like jump over
Is anybody
shots.
injured?
Nope.
Nope.
And that those 2 attacks
Impressive. Impressive.
Well, the bless was, he charged, and so
The guy
that
who
guy's
plays
AC
the
down, and so your badger took a chunk, and so.
So you get close to arrive at the place. The intermittent light of the roiling heavens briefly illuminates the shrine. The storm is centered directly above the grounds, but neither torch nor brazier illuminates the sacred site. A massive wooden arch stands in front of the steps leading up to the main shrine complex. So there is the main shrine, and then there are, there's the main shrine, there is a ritual dance stage, an administrative building, the main building, and there is a purification well. Those are the 4 areas.
So
I say we go
the main
anywhere else
building,
but the
a well, a dance floor,
My KK's what?
And an administrative building. They're a smaller building.
We need to probably go to the admin building and make sure our badges work. And
I think we don't go to the well.
Okay, administration building first.
Okay.
because it's just a nightmare when you go and you try to badge it, the door doesn't work.
So this is a small
wait for somebody to
office
let you
building.
Plus we're contractors, so
Yeah.
it's
Or
always
we burn it all down.
A pair of low writing desks, as well as several shelves with books and scrolls, sparsely decorated. You can make perception checks to search the area.
21.
Make it perception. 17.
25.
25.
So you find some texts that seem important, and now you can attempt knowledge arcana, religion, or linguistics.
Which I have.
You have no knowledge.
I have no knowledge.
Can I
You would
do a
make
stealth
that.
check and stealth in?
I was making up for
I
a
got
brother last
24
week.
on Arcana.
22 on Arcana.
Only my
What'd you
first
get
phase
on
characters
religion?
ever had.
0 on Arcana.
15 on religion.
I have a nothing on nothing, unless I
So-
can stealth my way.
You find some stuff talking about talismans and the power to call on talismans, and you do find some golden silk threads that's worth some gold.
Do they explain how we go about calling for talismans?
They do. It explains some ritual components necessary to activate the talisman.
And what is the nature of the ritual component?
Does not further
Does
explain.
Motoko recognize them?
She does not. This is actually calls back to something you did not, a piece of information you did not get from the angel in the beginning.
Oh. Did the boars drop anything?
No.
I
Rancid boar meat.
I skinned them alive. Oh no, they're dead. So I skinned them dead.
Okay.
So would you like to go to?
We don't want to talk about what the boards dropped.
You want to go to the well or the dance stage, or
Not the well.
onto the main?
Let's go to the well.
No, my
Yeah, to the well.
my character will literally
How about
walk
you?
out.
How about you just stand right behind the rest of the party while the rest of us check the
Dance
well.
floor next.
I'll push you all in.
You
That makes you evil, and we can take you out of the society.
You
there
can't
is
have it
an
both ways.
overgrown garden to the near it, and
Yeah. Wait, so where do we go?
Before we go, I want to go through the drawers and see if there's anything that looks like a spell component.
No.
there is.
Wait, we're going to the well?
Yes.
Okay, I will not go with you.
Okay, you stand in the back
No, I go.
and watch
If
the
you're
back.
so scared, if you're so scared,
This kid.
Okay, it's just that I think the swashbuckler should stay with the kid just to keep him from being scared.
This kid is her mother died, her dad
I'm
died,
sorry.
and her grandma.
Yeah,
Don't think you'd be scared.
you need some watching.
And
the swashbuckler's
and
jumping
she's
off
an
our head.
arsonist. I'm sure that's not connected in any way.
And also, I have a +2 against fear. What about that?
I said the swashbuckler's gonna jump off ahead of everybody.
Oh, jump off the wall into the well?
We weren't even going down there.
You'll have to.
If anybody is willing to go down the well, I will tie a rope around them.
I was just going to imagine this one.
I asked you.
You're not there. We understand.
I asked you if it's a well fire.
Just stay at the administration building.
If it's a well fire, I'll
I'm
come.
done.
Just say
He's
it's
trying to
right.
see if there's anything in the
No,
chest.
there's nothing. There's no the. I'm not sure what the talismans are supposed to be there for. Why they mention them at all.
It might be part of the.
Everybody's always trying to confuse poor old Asta. It's sad.
If you say it's a well fire and it turns out to be
Kim
water,
chose
I'll
my
still
character
come.
sheet.
I walk behind you because I believe it's a well fire.
She just scribbled in on my sheet.
Where are we going to the well first? That was this one. The dance floor or the main building?
The main building.
Okay, fine. I'll go investigate the well. If the rest of you go somewhere else.
And I'll go with
Split
them.
the party.
No, we're not going to split the party.
As you guys are coming up to the well, you're coming through this overgrown area, which is difficult.
I'm back,
terrain.
everybody. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm back.
Well, we didn't even miss you. We didn't even know you were gone.
I know you didn't. You got some weird, goofy badgers to deal with, so. Goof badgers.
No, I'll go in the front. If you say it's a well fire, I'll go.
It's not a fire well. What do you think a well is?
It may be an empty
The
one.
captain.
Bucket of fire.
So,
Well, maybe dry.
Elves
and actually, you see as you
20
get there, you see these
versus his
thirsty
opponent. Let's get back
who were
into the
just ahead of
action.
you, going
The last round's wrapping up. I was just chit-chatting about Dominaria and its apparent spoilers.
These
I
are
threw up
in
on
fact the ones that flood from you.
MTG Salvation.
No, the first time.
There was no picnic to begin with.
I'm like,
Other spoilers.
No, you actually didn't even
No.
By the way,
these
pick up my
guys at all.
backpack as we got done before. Just saying.
why are you
Dominaria.
Because it's the right size, even if it's
Not
not.
they
the
haven't
right-
gotten word of him
No,
yet.
actually, it's not the right size either.
I
That
was like,
space is too
wow.
Dominaria.
Got to be.
Spoilers.
Oh, come on.
big. Suppose
Okay.
it's the right size.
Let's see
So,
who.
as they approach
I'm gonna
the
go
well,
take a peek, see what the captain's playing. I heard he just
a,
called round. I'll be right back. Oh.
I was like,
I know, we just got back.
oh, come on. The one day I don't read my giant.
How capricious.
A rough night, huh?
Very Yeah, so you see this creature oozing over them.
This black creature thing that was on them earlier?
No.
It's dripping
This is
tar.
a large, translucent cube.
Oh no, it's a gelatinous
And we can roll
Is it a magical piece?
Oh, wait, fire!
No, we're going to have to
Get rid of that one.
Fire!
That was you, right?
Put me in crap.
That was.
No, hold on.
I have a special attack.
We already have what we want to set.
No, you're right. The 9 was mine.
The 9 was yours.
Oh wait, initiative.
That would be.
Okay,
There.
the 8 is mine. I roll an 8.
Let's see what.
That's better.
Let's wait
I
until
rolled an
that.
20. Not that badger.
I roll
I
an
wish
8.
I got anything.
That's the badger. It's the badger and as
I got a 16.
sacrifice.
I go last. I roll an 8.
I rolled an
You
8
don't-
also.
You don't go last.
Okay, well,
You actually
give me a
roll
minute,
last.
buddy.
You
Don't
donate?
just shut it
I
out.
do.
I beat it.
I need to get where I can,
Okay, last time you
15
don't go last
hit
this
all,
time.
All right.
or at least all the
We're
stuff.
going to
'Cause
charge.
I have a,
You're going to have to double move. You're way back there. And
yeah.
it's difficult terrain. Then.
Okay, so I
I'm
should
gonna
just
double-
magic missile the cube. Is that the plan?
My plan, my
I'm
plan
going to
is,
do a lot more magic missiles.
my
I'm
plan
not going near the gelatinous cube. I'm magic missile.
I have
the cube.
acid.
That's the worst thing you can do with the gelatinous
What
cube.
happened that last time?
I got melee.
You couldn't deal with piercing or slashing, and I acided it.
Just grab my sword.
Well, it depends on the
Three
cube too.
glasses.
Okay,
Also depends
Asher,
on
what
the
do you go on?
8.
It also depends.
I also got an 8,
What's your
but
bonus?
add 4 to
I
that.
have an attack that's safe
Did you
from
roll an
hazard.
8 or did you?
I have a +3 and I got 8. Did you roll natural?
Kellenbus.
Alright, I rolled a 21. No, I'm sorry, 20. Oh, I'm sorry, 21.
Ostog.
Adjusted
The
10.
badger is a 23.
Adjusted 10.
Adjusted 7.
Wait, what?
Which is a feat with a +6 bonus.
Okay, you can roll
23.
3.
No, I didn't.
16.
So, Jacob, you will go first.
What did Jacob get?
23.
But the badger got 20.
Wait,
The
didn't-
badger didn't get a command.
Yeah, the badger has to get a command.
Dang it.
Okay, just tell me what you mean.
So, it's takes double movement inside there. So, 2, 4, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't suppose you have a spear.
I have nothing to read. Adequate.
No.
I just realized something.
How far up? You
A
can
melee
move 6
weapon
more
spear.
squares.
Nope, just a rapier and a longsword.
The badger would be next.
Go ahead and move. I'm going to say
You have to tell him on your
badger.
turn.
Yeah, I got to tell him on my turn, so he won't
So
do
he's
anything.
still
till
on
then.
defend on
So
his
he's going to.
first
So
turn.
he's. Yeah.
Yep.
No,
But now it's your
back.
turn.
Now it's my turn. Mr. Snuggles. Kill. He's going to come up. He can move 30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30. 1, 2, 3.
I wish you hadn't done that.
6.
Why is he out of range?
No. He's in range.
Oh, he's in range.
Can he
now.
go? Can he go
He's in
over
range
this
of
way
the
now?
fireball that's coming down.
Hey, can we move him? Can we have him come sneak up the side here?
No, fireball.
Where was he?
Right there.
Is that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10?
Wait, you're in the fireball?
Yeah, 9,
I'm
yeah.
going to use my super
And then how
tackle.
far? How many can I go?
You could move 3.
Okay, I'm back for realsies this time.
Right there.
Okay.
I made it.
How
Oh.
about that, guys? Is that better? Is that better, Jeff?
Oh.
I'm going to take a double arrow shot.
Oh.
At the guy that is closest to it.
The guy
The red.
closest to you. Okay.
The one with the awesome
I
feathers.
don't get this helmet.
We don't have a plus
Alex. Pena.
First one missed.
I don't think it's
And Alex Pena is playing.
14, 21. No, 19. Sorry, 19. I have a -2 on it that I got.
Storm.
That will hit.
Wow, this is not a good matchup.
That is 8.
Okay. We have Elves v Storm. I'm sorry, Elves. He might maybe win. Maybe might maybe might. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Although he is playing green-white, so he's got the ley line. I think he's got ley lines in the sideboard to come back with. Yeah.
Jacob, that is 15 AC.
That's right. This is one of the other creatures, isn't it? It's not an actual.
It's
Yeah.
Speculation tapped out.
Is that a standard region, or is that what it's on?
That's one. Which ability is it, buddy?
Fan of Flames. It doesn't tell me what to roll for damage. And it says 13 saves.
One
No, listen. If she accepts 1 point of burn, it damages all creatures in a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, but
this does not require an attack roll. So a point of burn is you give yourself a point of non-lethal damage,
which cannot be healed in like
it,
normal way.
It can't be healed.
unless pulled as you have. Yes.
Right. And then it does that. So what it is,
It does 1 point of damage.
it turns. No, you take the point of damage. It does your blast's damage in a 15-foot cone. So the same cone that his burning hands
So
was.
it isn't as powerful as that.
Okay. And
Okay.
Israel, that is your turn.
Let's see what we got here, Captain. It's all yours.
I believe I'm in a 100-foot radius of the cube, right?
Yeah, it should be. That's a very long radius.
Those are 5-foot squares. I should think.
Okay, so I'm going to just magic missile the cube just to test the water to see if it does anything.
Okay.
2.
2. It seems. Can you tell it hits the cube and it jills?
Alex Pena already. Captain did not like what he was seeing, so he's going to go down to 6. Let's see here. Alex Pena, Alex Ho.
So the cube.
No, I don't have an Alex Pena yet. Welcome to the standings, Alex.
No. Hopefully not. Depends on what type. If it's the acid one, it'll just devour it.
Wins, losses, deuces.
Deuces. The creature was on the well.
Captain's looking to improve his standings on the year, and Alex is looking to start off strong. We're still looking at the shuffling here, shuffling. He's got a different playmat. Captain's not rocking his Captain Mouse.
Alright, I suppose that it doesn't matter if this guy.
That's sad. That's sad. I'm a sad panda now. I am a super sad panda.
Alright, I attempt to identify the cube.
Oh.
It would be a knowledge dungeoneering.
I do not know dungeoneering.
Okay,
So it's fireball.
Alright,
Okay. He likes the 6. It's straight to the top, I believe. And there's a Llanowar Elf. Starting off strong with a fast land. That's a
Okay.
yeah. There's Brawl. So we're already off to a horrible start. Poor little elfies. You never saw the storm coming. Poor little elfies. You never saw the storm coming.
So one has failed and one has made.
What about slime?
More importantly,
Tap down, got the devoted druid.
Forte.
It's like
reflex minus 4.
don't call that for
How much was it? It was 15.
The base reflex, the base damage.
Okay.
The base save.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you keep track of the storm count. I'll keep track of the manias. I mean, it's nice of the captain to, offer the help here.
Tengu was
That's rough.
I mean, he's going off, what, turn 2?
Enigma,
Turn
that
3.
is your
Turn 3. He did cast Brawl last turn. So,
Yeah, we don't know yet.
He's not even in range.
Okay, so
Huh?
I can only move 20.
Can you see him?
lots of minions.
Yeah, I know.
And I did not expect. I was hoping for a creature head knocking bash. I didn't expect Storm.
What we need is storage hammer. That would work very well here.
Did not expect Storm.
When he comes back to you.
I mean, take your time. You've got 45 minutes.
As because crossbow how my crossbow still only has a 30-foot range.
No, it has 120.
So gifts for those 4.
30 point blank shot.
Noxious Revival. That's interesting.
Is that a light crossbow?
So,
If it's a light crossbow, it's
So if I can
what
do
is that? That's
80 feet would be +5. Okay, there we go. Never mind. Okay, so I'm gonna drop my rapier at the moment, pick up my crossbow and load it.
Okay.
And actually, I'm actually going to load it with the grappling bolt. What? No.
Ritual.
Oh, fine.
Ritual.
You really don't want to
You
pull
think you're gonna
more
grab
down.
Just gonna.
I mean-
Grab one cube.
No, or pull
Trying to nail
towards
Jello
the
to
cube.
a tree.
Yes, we're gonna see what it does. Okay, we're just gonna do a regular we're gonna do a regular crossbow bolt at it.
He's like,
Jeez, you guys. Ooh, 19. Wait.
That's a
How far am I away? 80 feet, you think?
If it's an 8
Release
foot
notes.
Do you have a light crossbow or a heavy
No, I have a
crossbow?
lightweight. I'm the silver dude. How far
I-
away am I?
It's 80 feet is the base range.
Okay, so it's actually so it's a
So lots of.
we're gonna at the moment.
yeah, no, it's
That's a 12.
That'll hit.
Okay, and
His
then
AC is not spectacular.
1d8 is
Release information.
2 of them.
Story spotlight. Cards.
7.
Broken bond. Final parting. Settle the score. In Bolus's crutches.
Yeah, actually, you cannot. They don't.
Oh, look at that! It's another. It's another gifts ungiven.
I did damage.
Saga cards. Dominator said it's just a new kind of enchantment sagas. Each saga tells the story of a key event from the past that unfolds during each of your turns. The history of Benalia.
Oh, you had me do ×2 over here. Okay.
Enchantment saga. As saga enters, as this saga enters, and after your draw step, add a lore counter. Sacrifice after 3. That's how sagas work. Choosing not to cut.
But how much would be a straight line?
No, you can't run.
So 1, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. 2, do the same thing. And then 3, knights you control get +2/+1 till end of turn. So that's not too bad.
We're not D&D'ing this, man.
I thought flamethrower
As Saga enters the battlefield's control, it puts a lore counter on it. As your pre-combat main phase begins, immediately after your draw step, you put another lore counter on it. Each Saga you control, putting a lore counter on Saga in either of these ways doesn't use the stack, so you can't respond to a counter going on it.
So that's Vablos.
Look at that.
So did you move it all?
It's a rough matchup, Captain. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I did not realize that your opponent would be Storm. I apologize profusely for this egregious. Each symbol on the left of a Saga's text box represents a chapter ability. A chapter ability is the triggered ability that triggers when a lore counter is put on the Saga. Causes the number of lore counters on the Saga to become equal to the or greater than the ability's chapter number. Chapter abilities are put onto the stack and may be responded to.
So
A chapter ability doesn't trigger if a lore counter is put on Saga that already had
A third lore counter on the saga causes the third chapter ability to trigger, but 1 and 2 won't trigger again. So when is the 2018 Evil Bob Invitational Players Championship? It would make sense to happen in December. Maybe it'll be November. I'm thinking maybe November. I mean, I think it might be like a digital. Maybe I'll just have a top 4. I mean, it's going to be based on percentages because, you know, just because Snow has 11 wins doesn't mean that, you know, he's absolutely the tippy top. Maybe I'll take the top 2 and the bottom 2. You know, maybe I'll find a way to make it so it's like Danzy, John, you, and Snell. I don't know. Maybe I'm just keeping track of it, and you can come up with your own postseason. I was just interested to see how things happen over the year, and so far I'm liking it. I'm not going to show you where the standings are because I'm lazy. And as an incredibly lazy person, I haven't updated the stuff in like a week, and player championship will be standard. No, because friends don't let friends play standard. These are modern, so why wouldn't it be modern? It's all modern. Maybe I'll make like some weird stipulations. Maybe I'll get like everybody involved to make a rule. Maybe I'll do that. It's like we'll take the basic standard or basic modern rules, and I'll have people submit an optional rule to house rule for the tournament. That'd be fun.
The guy is going to attack you.
You know, because you know Snow put like no ban list. That would be fair. Somebody else might say tribal. Then you have no ban list and tribal. So all restrictions and unrestrictions would apply. So somebody could say no ban list and somebody would say the ban list, or the ban list can't be changed. That would probably negate it, but you know, it'd be interesting to see what people is like. How would you change modern for a Grand Champions tournament? Just a thought. Just a thought. And I didn't think about that. I did not think about that.
So Badger and
Badger. And thanks for coming back, Nico Bargain. I knew you couldn't stay away for long. But no, it will not be standard. It will not in any way, shape, or form be standard. The only way that would be like horrible. I wouldn't say.
Ostog, that is your turn.
I won't allow like a blanket rule, like only standard cards allowed, because that would be too general. I would say I would nix that on generality. However, we could add. Somebody could suggest like the Ixalan block is banned, something like that. It's like no ban list, but the Scars of Mirrodin block are banned. That'd be interesting. So I'll be thinking about that. I'll come up with it, and I'll be. I didn't think about a postseason for an Evil Bob 2018 Invitational. That'd definitely be an interesting thing to do. And of course it'll be broadcast. Of course it'll be broadcast. Because, I mean, you've seen these guys play all year long. Why wouldn't you see the finals? Anyway, the captain's starting off strong with a Mystic Elf, and Storm's being Storm.
Masterwork White Mace.
All games are played as though Mana Flare is in play.
Okay, this is all stuff that shows up
on those guys. Yeah, well, it's all.
I would say that would not be allowed. You can't have like a board state effect in play. We're talking like just blanketed.
I think I can have a short bow in my.
Again, I'm gonna think about it, and I'll come up with something. I'll come up with something, either a restriction or an unrestriction, not like a board state. You know, somebody could say, you know, it's like modern rules, silver bordered are allowed, or modern rules, you know, something along that line. But you know, we take the rules of modern in effect, and then we expand or contract upon them. And because it's my tournament, I might throw something into the mix. I don't know. I'll be crazy.
So keep in mind, anything like that that you put up throughout the course of the event disappears at the end.
Going back to the society.
A lot of times it becomes available to buy.
You know, it's like all games are with a mana flare, but you know, it's like all games. Everybody has an ob. Or yeah, everybody has an ob Nixilis, an ob Nixilis emblem. What do you think that would be? See, that's why you can't have like board state. I'm gonna put a kibosh on board states immediately. You know, you can't have a rule that affects the board state. Captain. There. Okay. What's?
Do we check for traps first, or do we need to?
I don't know what that is. That's invocation, but it's white.
Can I do is check for traps first?
Yeah, sure.
I just don't know what it is.
22.
You don't believe there are any traps?
Doesn't mean there aren't any traps.
See, it's possible. I'm not gonna say no because it might be possible.
I'll give you guidance.
But you would have to be. You can't just like single out a single card. You would have to be able to like incorporate it in some way, and it's not adding a specific older set to modern. It's like I won't let you go back to add old cards into modern, but you know, something like let me bring up the. Let me bring up Necropotence for a second. I want to look up something.
So this would function as holy water. It's sacramental wine that's been blessed.
I'm assuming this holy water is different than the
Necropotence.
4 flasks.
Yeah. See, you could make the argument of all modern border cards are legal, which would incorporate all cards that have been reprinted with a modern border, which would incorporate Necropotence because it was reprinted in Iconic Masters with the new border. You know, things like that. You know, it's like you could say master sets are allowed, or you know, like all, but it's got to be an all. So any like your suggestion would be all modern borders are modern legal.
Here is the door.
I wouldn't have a problem with that because that's an expansion of the rules, not a board state, and it's not singling out a single card. And force. See, now you're thinking. And it could go down like that, you know. This could be an amazing like experiment, and I'm digging it. I'm absolutely digging it. But you also have to know that with your rule in effect, everybody else's rules will be in effect too. So if somebody wants to limit the selection, I have to weigh all these.
I am suspicious of this. I can't
have to restrict that.
Right now.
I don't know. Maybe you know, it's like I'll put out some examples when we get closer. Let's say about July, August. When we get on the latter half of the year, I should have a better understanding and idea. Just take a look back at the board. Yep, that is a whole lot of storming. He survived a single storm. I still want to know what that
scattered in
Let's
the
see,
front
he's at
of a
15.
step up to
I want to know what
the
that evocation
wooden floor
was.
of the
So
main
let's
side.
see, that was a Kaladesh.
Oh, you think we ought to take our shoes off and be polite?
No.
I agree.
Let's see here, format card set,
If anything, I probably should put on my fire resistance.
Kaladesh.
You should have done that at the start of it,
Floor
kid.
is
There's
lava.
two
No, it wasn't Kaladesh, that was
Wait, the floor's lava.
Singleton. You could!
There's nothing
You could!
in
You can say
this
Singleton.
room.
I just like,
Yeah, I would have no problem with that. It's like Singleton. That would be your rule restriction.
what?
People could get creative, and as long as of course, I'm gonna have final say on
Switching to my great sword.
kiboshes,
Put me in the front.
but
I've got
I think I'm gonna be more open about it.
Remember your CQC.
Masterpieces,
I just want my
Amonkhet.
club out because I always do.
Amonkhet evocations. Let's see
I don't
what
have
we
any.
got.
The only thing I have to.
Actually, no, I don't have my club out.
Uh,
I have to jump from wall to wall.
Let's do color. Because it was white. It was white. It cost. Oh, it was a mind sensor.
Wait, is there
Oh, that's smart.
No.
Oh,
Okay, that definitely does stop.
jump wall to wall.
That will put the brakes on Storm. Is the mind sensor. So that's what had happened when he started to storm off. He cast the gifts, and in response to the gifts, he mind censored. That. Good on the captain. Good on the captain.
16. It's a dragon, you're dead.
Very happy. Very happy. Okay.
16 dragon.
Now he's attempting to pick back up.
So
Still has a lot going on. So now we have a goblin and a brawl, so everything costs 2 less. I don't know what that proxy is, though.
You make your will check. You avoid the confusion trap.
Hey, what is that proxy, please?
That's what I was trying to do. I failed it.
Oh.
He disarmed the trap for us.
Yeah, that one. What's that proxy?
Now you can go over this way or this
Where you
way.
want me to go to check for traps, apparently.
Go one way and then go the other.
Well, that was useful, Asher.
Oh, I'm sorry. Or there's this small closet. Like, go to the closet.
I don't think he didn't hold the button.
Go in here and check for traps.
He didn't hold the button.
Okay, make
Ah!
a perception check.
It's a walkie-talkie.
29.
I know they're confusing, but
No, there are no traps. That's just
So-
a storage closet.
oh, it's a Gaddock Teak. Oh yeah, that's gonna help.
This small
You
storage-
can't pass in flames. You can't give ungiven.
Such as linens and plain clothing.
Oh, Gaddock Teak. That's cool. That is cool.
Go in here and do a perception check.
Good on you, Captain. Good on you. You did fetch though, so you're down another mana or another life. You're gonna take this to.
So
You gonna take this out.
A row of beds are in this room, some of which appear to have been slept in recently.
Legendary permanents.
You
Joda,
as you're going
Archmage
home, you
Eternal.
spot a hidden door in the
Oh my God, they're making Joda. That's the guy from the Ice Age book
Door,
series.
there is a room with a chest.
That guy's cool. He's a human wizard.
Religious tools.
You may pay
strength
Wooburg
inlays,
rather than pay the mana cost for spells you
and
cast.
A silver symbol of Andoletta.
Blue, red, white. Blue, red, white. That's
3 potions of
Jeskai.
Cure Light wounds and 2
So Joda is a legendary Jeskai that you can Wooburg for any spell. I dig it. I dig it.
And a
Okay.
teardrop shaped bead.
That's
Okay, I give the voice a moment. I take that.
excuse me.
Andoletta.
I don't see an Andoletta on the list.
That's because Andoletta is
Mox Amber.
I see.
What's his name?
Legendary artifact. 0 to draw.
My dice is right by your foot.
Tap, add 1 mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control.
It's
He picks up all the dice.
So it adds mana for your legends. I mean, that's right up my alley.
Can I carry?
I'm building a legendary deck. Oh yeah.
Find this artifact.
How small you
well,
want?
it's plus all the pieces of information.
Starting
all
in the
along
Dominaria set, legendary cards other than planeswalkers use a modified card frame with additional flourishes in the title bar.
So yeah, I
Like that.
I like that. It's kind of like a miniature exhibition. Miniature masterpiece. I like that. Really like that. This change is cosmetic and has no rules meaning, but it should help you identify legendary cards at a glance during games.
That was actually
Really like that. Such aesthetically pleasing.
Or over this way.
Okay. Gotta deal with Gaddock before you can go off.
You're on the door before you go in.
Yeah. Take us to the mini boss.
Is that a bounce?
Yeah,
looks like a bounce. Save Gaddock. Player character chose 2 or more legendary persons with the same name. The player chooses one and puts the rest in the owner's graveyard. This refers to Legend Ruler. Among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control. I mean, they say it's
behind which is a huge statue of a Tengu sitting cross.
new mechanic, legendary sorceries.
Ceiling.
Like that. I've been calling for that for a while.
Sword in one hand, as if it had once held the sword across.
Eidolon. That's nice. You cast a pyretic ritual, and in response you Eidolon. Yeah, Captain! Yeah! I thought this was gonna be like a, oh, I'm sorry, Captain, but he is prepared for Storm.
While the sword, it was
yeah! Got all that red mana. Storm count 5. That's awesome. That's awesome.
27. 25. 21. I rolled a nat 20, so.
So you find a.
He's got a lot of mana.
That appears to be locked by a strange mechanism. The sword and the
recast Gaddock.
Is removable, and the blade.
Legendary sorcery cards that capture extraordinary moments from our characters' past. These powerful spells can be unleashed only with the assistance of a legendary creature or planeswalker on your side of battle. Not as good as I thought it was. And you scoop it up.
Yes. So
Captain got there. We're going to game 3, y'all.
You're able to pull out the sword.
Fantastico.
And inside
Fantastico.
Silver short sword.
Legendary. Okay, Urza's Ruinous Blast, 4 and white. Why it's white, I don't know.
Broken off.
You may cast a legendary sorcery only if you control a legendary creature or planeswalker. Exile all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. Dig. I dig. I mean, they're making legends. This is like Kamigawa Mark II. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I love Dominaria so much so right now. I do.
So it would be you have an extra +1 to hit with it.
Okay, can I use it?
Hey, it's Danzy.
Yo, what up, Barbarino?
New term, historic.
I'm 2-1, sir.
That's cool.
Yep.
If you look at this set, Saga cards, legendary cards, and artifact cards, you see a broad swath of Dominaria's exclusive and mysterious history. Some cards celebrate the plane's storied past by rewarding you for playing these historic cards. Historic is a game term that refers to a card that has the legendary super type, the artifact card type, or the saga enchantment type. That's interesting.
Are you bored with this match, bro?
No, that second game was amazing. We're just in between rounds right now.
That's what happens when you put Storm up on camera.
Huh?
That's what happens when you put Storm up
I
on camera.
didn't put Storm on camera. I put the captain on camera, and he happened to be against Storm. But he came back with a vengeance post-board. He was prepared for Storm.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Bob.
Hey, you didn't see that last match.
Oh, I'm sure the captain can get some
It
spicy
was
stuff out.
beautiful. It was beautiful.
I'm assuming Alex stormed off pretty hard game 1.
Game 1, it was turn 3. Game 2, he started to go off in response to the gifts the captain put down an Avian Mind Sensor.
Avian Mind Sensor works pretty good.
Avian Mind Sensor, and then Gaddock on board, and then in response to the ritual, when he tried to go off again, corded out a Eidolon.
Actually, this one doesn't
Good,
trigger
solid
immediately.
start.
So if everybody
I think
would've
I'm the only
followed
guy
the
that plays
form,
Aven Mind Sensor
everybody will
standard.
get attacked with the
Is he a
blade.
standard
Probably.
legal? I think
Nobody thinks about that. There's not a whole lot of searching in standard, is there?
There's a lot of new like search for Merfolk, vampire.
Oh,
guys.
those guys. The new harbingers.
I'm gonna roll a d6 to see how many of you.
So you're on the train of looking at Dominaria stuff.
It's Kamigawa Mark II, dude. It's centered around legendary stuff. And what's awesome is all legendary permanents other than planeswalkers are gonna have like artistic embellishments in like the name bracket. You know, so you can glance at a card and see that it's legendary to glance. And the new Mox, I don't know what everybody's talking about. That's an amazing card. It's a Mox that drops for 0, taps for any color mana. It's like a commander Mox. It taps for any color mana of amongst legendary permanents you control. So if you have only a white legend to play, it taps for white.
Is there going to be legendary lands?
I don't know. I've not gone down.
I can see that Mox being good.
Well, no, legendary lands are not colored.
It's not what they can produce.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
And it doesn't look at itself because it has to be a color, I believe.
I heard it wrong. That's my bad.
Yeah. Where did I see that?
So you guys
Yeah, the Mox Amber. Tap, add 1 mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control.
Deep into the negatives, but
seems decent.
Shame on you, Rob. We all survived.
Are they giving that like an ability name?
But
No.
Okay.
No, but they have legendary sorceries that you can't cast them unless you control a legendary creature or planeswalker.
So cover 5 points.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I dig it.
Excellent.
I'm telling you, I'm looking to bring back a legendary deck. Oh, I'm so happy for it.
You're gonna play standard, Bob?
Hell no, it's gonna be a legendary modern deck.
I got excited. I thought you were gonna play standard.
They're bringing Kicker back.
I can't rebuke your death anymore.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No, you won't. Okay. The only reason you're carrying that potion is that if I get beaten unconscious, you're gonna pour it down my throat.
All 7 of them?
Damage can't be directed to planeswalkers.
I bet that you don't actually have 7.
I bought 7.
You bought 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last session I bought 7.
Anybody else injured? Is anybody else injured?
No.
Okay.
It's just him.
I'm gonna need cider.
yeah, we all were like, nope.
I mean, he said
New terms, various non-functional changes.
Recover 7 points.
Also starting with Dominaria set, several minor changes have been made to Magic's general terminologies. These changes are stylistic and cover no change in functionality. The phrase mana pool has been removed from card text. I mean, I get it. It's like, where are you going to add green to if not to your mana pool? It's saving time. So Llanowar elves now say tap add green. It makes sense.
Sure.
Magic has adopted they as the preferred third-person singular pronoun for a player replacing he or she. So, target example: Homeworld Explorer. When Homeworld Explorer enters the battlefield, target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
It works. I like D&D's approach that they just chose she as the pronoun. I dug it.
+1 to your check. And if anything blows up in your face...
Captain's looking pretty good in Game 3.
I do have a backpack.
Go for it.
Abilities that modify how a spell behaves on the stack, such as additional costs, refer to themselves as this spell rather than using their card name. Makes sense. Yeah.
There's only a few candles.
Last but not least, a bar now appears between rules text and flavor text on cards with both to make them distinct. So we're going Portal? looking.
Yes, they're.
Yeah, the little bar.
I quickly snuck them out while we didn't
I feel it.
We're getting the check lands back.
12. You think they're in?
Why?
But
It's a
fortunately,
good
you
concept.
continue forward, and this is there are no traps.
What did you want?
Cold cedar paneled room.
What did you
full
want?
of Barrels. This is
Something
actually
better than what they've been doing.
See the barrels.
This was the next cycle in line.
I don't
There's
care.
that
I want
clumsily
something
butchered
else.
deer
I like the
carcass.
check land. I mean, what? I
was
mean, yeah,
happy
we
about the cycling lane.
we do
Like
something new.
we do still have what 3 or 4? We still have 3 of the future shifted lands to do, because we've gotten the filter lands, and we've gotten.
So these are stairs up that lead
That's all we've gotten was the
bridge
filter
across.
lands. We don't have any of the
There's
other
a double
4.
set of double doors.
We don't have River of Tears.
Nimbus Maze.
We don't have Nimbus Maze. We don't have Horizon Canopy, and we don't have Grove of the Burn Willows.
Yeah.
So they have 4 more cycles of cards that they can choose from.
Sometimes they
Go,
make
Captain, go!
so many
Go,
rooms
Captain,
that
go!
Here's this room with nothing.
All that they're doing is trying
Check
to make it
lanes.
easier for older players to come into standard.
The door's locked.
Literally, it
Card-specific
says
notes.
A paragraph description describing a large.
Archmage Journey Mage, or Academy Journey Mage. 4 and blue, this spell costs 1 less if you control a wizard. When he enters the battlefield, return a creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand.
Does he have flash?
No. If you control more than 1 wizard, Journeyman is still reduced by 1. If you announce that you're already casting it, no player may take other actions until the spell has been paid for. Notably, players can't try to raise the spell's cost by raising it. These are just, this is like the Q&A.
Yeah.
Whenever you cast an instant sorcery, wizards you control get +1/+1. Ancient Animus, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature you control if it's legendary. Then it fights a creature an opponent controls.
In bloodstained robes sit on their knees in the center of the room.
The Antiquities War. I like how they do sagas. That's going to be interesting.
Make it this far.
And what are sagas?
Sagas are a cycle of enchantments that they're doing that when you cast them, they have 3 tiers of it's telling a story. When you cast it, it comes in play with a lore counter on it, and its first ability triggers.
Okay.
As soon as you enter after you. The advancement from draw phase to main phase is when you get counters on it. So it's not on the upkeep, and it doesn't go on the stack. You just get a counter on
So
it.
they're adding a new step?
No, it's as soon as at the end when you're done. As soon as you draw your card for your turn, it gets its counter.
So at the beginning of your draw step, essentially.
No, at the end of your draw step. When you after you're done drawing your card. So when the draw step is concluded, in response to your main step, it gets a counter.
So can you respond to it?
No. You can respond to the abilities, you can't respond to the counter.
With the ability...
Oh, we do? Oh,
Sure.
But, like this one,
So
where'd it go?
Right here are stairs up to these platforms, which are 15 feet above.
They're all enchantments. As the saga enters, and after the saga enters, and after your draw step, add a lore counter, and then sacrifice it after it has 3 counters on it. For the first 2 lores, this one is look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand, the rest on the bottom in any order. So the first 2 steps of the saga are that. The third step, artifacts you control become artifact creatures and lose with base power toughness 5/5 until end of turn. So like the one like the history of Benalia, it's you get a 2/2 knight token. You get a 2/2 knight token, and then the third step is knights you control get +2/+1 till end of turn.
Okay.
It's a telling of a story of the history. I like it. I don't know what they were talking. That Amber Mox looks amazing. It taps for mana of amongst any mana of amongst legendary creatures and or planeswalkers you control. That's it. It's awesome. It's legendary itself. So whatever legends you have out, it taps for that mana. It's like a commander Mox.
No.
The problem is that Moxes just generally want to accelerate into those. So it's
This is a balanced Mox.
well, that's why no one likes it.
I like it. I think it's awesome.
Well, you're also getting all of this from modern players
So
as well.
Jacob, you are first.
I mean, the Mox Opal doesn't ramp you into anything. You have to have 3 artifacts already out to do it.
I mean, I guess.
But it still ramps you.
I guess I kind of benefit from
There are
Storm.
going to be 0.
Yeah, with Brawl, it would work
Because I
out
can
great.
go off on turn 2 at that
It
point.
adds to your
because
Storm count.
I play Brawl, and then I drop that Mox, tap it,
Right.
Ritual, go off on turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but that's situational.
Look at the
Brawl's the only
captain.
legendary.
You can't run that Storm before
No.
Legendary.
But I'm just saying, like, it could essentially go off
But
at that
Opal's,
point.
I mean,
so.
Opal, yes, but there are so many 0 and 1 drop artifacts. Most legendary creatures and planeswalkers are 3, 4, 5 mana. When you already got 3, 4, 5 mana.
And they're making Joda, the main character from the Ice Age novels.
Yeah.
That guy's cool.
Well, I got my Plane Chase Bloodbraid Elf.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I swapped with he wanted an OG one.
It's the worst.
Where's that platform?
No, that's
Knight of Wingrooms.
Plane Chase I think is my favorite.
Okay.
The
I like
original
the
one is
original.
the original one is amazing.
I love the original.
I mean, we're talking like 1A, 1B on the list. The new one is
And your base attack.
Yeah, the new one.
I actually
Blink of an
got
Eye
Plane Chase. I'm
Kicker,
half tempted to
Bloodstone
just do a 2-2
Goblin,
split and get rid of this other one. Or I
Broken
could go
Bond,
3 ones, but
Yeah.
Chainer's Torment, Chandra,
because I just traded one away, but yeah, like 3 unmanned cycles ago. I'm like, this card might get
I
on
have-
these days, and it's a $1.50.
Corrosive
All I said.
Ooze.
I have plenty of them if you need them. So.
I mean, I've got 5.
Ah, here it is, Dampening
I
Sphere.
mean, as far as if you wanted another.
What do we got?
You don't have any.
Oh,
You don't have any.
Oh, he's trying.
Any what?
Raging Ravines and Treetop Villages.
Let me look. I may have 2 Raging Ravines, and
If a land taps for 2 or more mana, it produces colorless instead of any other types
The
of
Treetop
mana.
Villages, if you got them, great. They're
And
I feel
amount.
good about Scott.
Each spell a player costs 1 more to cast for each other spell that player casts this turn. It's not even legendary.
yeah, true.
But if not, yeah. Dan didn't have any, so.
I'll see what I can do for you. Treetops, I should have those. I'll see why.
Okay.
The Raging Ravines, I'm a little.
This thing looks awesome. The Dampening Sphere. It's not legendary. It costs two colorless to drop. It's an artifact. If the land is tapped for 2 or more mana, it produces 1 single colorless instead of any other type and amount. So that just doesn't screw. That doesn't just screw Tron. That screws over Ponza and anything else that ramps.
Filter lands up too.
If it screws the filter lands up.
That nobody really plays.
They were making a push.
They're
in there
making a
for little
push.
bit.
Yeah.
But they also but yeah, anything that uses what's the enchantment, Utopia Sprawl. It screws over Utopia Sprawls. Maybe. No, it doesn't. Utopia Sprawl, the enchantment adds the mana.
Yeah.
The land itself
When a
doesn't.
land is tapped with mana, it
But
adds.
yeah,
that
so
is-
it doesn't screw over Utopia Sprawl. And then the second ability is each spell a player casts costs 1 generic more to cast for each other spell that player casts this turn. That's great. That's gonna hurt you.
I just bounce it. I'm not worried about
Right.
it.
Yeah, bounce win.
It's any other bounce win.
Right.
That's why I run Echoing Truth in the main.
Everybody allowed to have criticals.
Daragaz. Oh, Daragaz reincarnated.
Wait,
He's a 7/7 legendary creature, flying, trample, haste. If he would die, instead exile with 3 egg counters on it.
Egg counters?
Egg counters. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Daragaz is exiled with an egg counter on it, remove an egg counter. Then if Daragaz has no egg counters on it, return to the battlefield. So what if he dies? He's suspends for 3 turns. They're just not time counters, so you can't manipulate the time.
Panther style, take a retaliatory strike.
Otherwise, that could be really broken. You know, it's like, oh, Daragaz died. Clock spin, clock spin, clock spin. Hey, look, Daragaz is back.
11.
No, that won't.
I know that would take a lot of mana,
Ends
but
his movement here, and he is going
I like it.
to
I thought
use stunning fists to punch you.
I thought we were gonna go back to old ways when dominating.
He misses.
Yeah, no one
I thought we were gonna have like
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
magic defining
Jacob, that is
moments.
your turn.
I'm also
And I'm not feeling it. So
what do you mean
far.
magic
Like-
defining moments?
Like going back to Dominaria is a big deal.
Yes.
And I wanted them to do like.
I know, I was gonna
This may be amazing, but I'm just not feeling it right now. Like at all.
I think it's going to be huge. And I'm kind of liking the changes that are coming. I think they're going to streamline. And because I'm super excited for it, the rest of the Magic community is going to hate it.
I'm in between.
I just love how it feels like Kamigawa. It feels like Kamigawa.
It's a lot for... And here's my problem. It's a lot for new players to come in and learn.
Right.
It's way too much to
I don't
teach
think
a new
so.
player.
No, I think these changes are different, are positive for new players, because the stylized changes.
Because it's hard enough teaching the order of the turn, and now you're like, we're gonna do something after the draw step. It's not a step, but we're gonna do something after the draw step before the main phase.
No, it's like at the end of your draw step.
But it doesn't say that.
Yeah, it's
worded after you draw your card.
No,
before your main phase.
No, that's how I described it.
Okay.
The wording they use is correct. It's very good. Let me find it.
19 will hit.
It's the historic. It's what's throwing me off.
Okay.
Because historic is, if something refers to historic, it counts legendary, artifact, and saga. It looks for those 3 card types.
Asher, that's your turn.
That's throwing me off.
So is it like a historic tutor?
It might be. Like Joyra. Okay, Joyra.
So is this saga gonna make
Here, look at
Tarmogoyf bigger?
No.
It's your turn.
It's another type.
Well,
Saga's
no.
a type?
Saga's not a super type. It's a subtype. It's enchantment-saga.
But it's still like...
No, Goyf looks at super
Tribal
types.
Goblin.
Goyf looks at super types. Tribal is a super type.
Okay.
Anything on the left side of the hyphen is a super type.
Okay.
Did Captain get there? Looks like Captain got there. Or did he die to the storm? I didn't see. I looked away. I think Captain won.
That was some storm out there.
That was some storm, but I don't think he got there.
He may have revealed it.
So it brings up this guy here, who, since you ran up there to
Wow.
engage him, will charge you.
I'll check with him to find out for sure. But no, like here, like Joyra is apparently the Weatherlight Captain.
22.
The Weatherlight Captain.
Mm-hmm. Whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card.
Damage, and you will need to make a fortitude save.
And then it has parentheses: artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. So.
All artifacts?
Mm-hmm.
Why are artifacts historic?
Because they're artifacts.
I understand, but like all artifacts?
All artifacts.
That's the Badger's turn.
Okay. Okay. The wording they use: as saga enters and after your draw step.
So it is in between.
Yeah, but it's after the draw step.
In between your draw step and your main phase.
Yes.
Some other thing is gonna
something triggers. It's a trigger.
Why can't they just do it at the beginning of your upkeep?
Because there's upkeep breakable stuff. There's a lot of upkeep breakable stuff.
This saga gimmick, and I'm only calling it a gimmick because I don't know what else to call it. It seems like a unstable idea.
It does.
It really does. It seems like an unsaid idea that they wanted to throw out there. Because I remember Rosewater was talking about it. He had some other like ability ideas for the unstable that he wanted to put in there, but he thought it may be better suited in regular Magic.
Well, we've got
this
a
saga
minute
could
left
be
in
it.
the round. Captain took that to the end. Wow, I was not expecting that. So, just to get it out there, I've been putting it off for long enough, but I don't have a ban hammer this week, so instead of asking Oracle or Gatherer what to ban, I'm going to leave it up to Scryfall to see if it can give us a good ban. What do you think? So, a rando.
I was trying before the game ended.
Wow.
I was trying to make a trident,
I can see why that should be banned.
Actually, some people were talking about playing that card.
To continue
It's a good thing they did it.
So he will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Because it just got banned.
It just got banned. Alright. Let me read what this does.
And you even have the arena foil. There you go.
Like, this card needs banned. What does it do?
Exactly.
Alright, definitely banned.
Why should it be banned? That's a good idea.
It costs 1 mana. Because it dies to
Oh, so you don't get the attack.
I don't even know what it does either. I can just barely. I can't even read the card. I can read
This is Genju of the Spires. It's from Kamigawa, so you don't care.
Yep, so you can't do any of
For one mana, you get an enchant
hit
mountain,
you with elemental fists.
and then for 2 generic, enchanted mountain becomes a 6/1 red spirit until in a turn it's still a land. When Enchanted Mountain is put into the graveyard, you may return Genju of the Spires from your graveyard to your hand.
Okay, I've actually seen that card before.
So,
Kellen Boss,
I think someone used it.
that is, you don't want to just show off you got man lands. You don't want your man lands to come into play tapped. You know what? If you just create your own man land. And it's a ball lightning.
It's a ball lightning that can't be abrupticated.
Yeah, well, it can be. Well,
no, it's a land.
It can't be. I thought you said pushed.
The enchantment can.
It can be pushed. You can push the mountain after you activate it.
But it's until end of turn.
It is till end of turn.
So you still get it. I mean,
yeah, you still get it.
Genju of the Spires.
Does Genju, is Genju whenever it goes to the graveyard from play, or whenever the enchanted?
When Enchanted Mountain dies.
Okay.
So it's
the enchantment.
Yeah.
It's not rancor.
Yeah.
It's not rancor.
Yeah, it's not rancor.
Yo. I guess the round's up.
Okay, so the round's up. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go rope somebody in.
I
can't trust this guy.
I just have 14 AC.
And this guy is going to shoot his crossbow at Ostog, since you're the one who's not in combat. AC 14.
I'm presuming I'm a 17. That's my best estimate.
Okay. And Ostog, that is your turn.
Okay, who's injured?
I'm 2 right now.
Too far away.
Yeah, too far away too.
Jacob.
Maybe not. Who's this? Oh, this is a bad guy.
No, that's the.
You've got a clear path.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I am curing your light wounds. Recover 10. I am good at what I do here.
That was indeed a captain victory. Oh.
Jacob, that is your turn.
I'm going to use my longsword.
Captain
Okay.
did win, but now we have Nick Vitello
No.
versus
15 will miss. Vavla.
Danzy. It's only this match
Skipped one of them.
because they were the only people still standing. I wasn't out there to direct traffic as I wanted to. That was my bad. Oh,
I'm going to be casting Arcane.
I forgot to lay the ban hammer down on it.
Casting defensively.
Okay.
So yeah, there it is. Ban Genju of the Spires. That's mean. That's actually a really good card.
That's 15 plus double the
And
Okay.
Danzy's on Storm,
I will try to touch him.
and Nick is on
Which using spell strike, I can touch him with my
Elves.
Okay. So
So
make your attack.
it's a rematch, but not in a good way. Not in a good way.
That's fine.
That will miss.
This is gonna be sad. I'm legit saddened that this is where we landed. I don't think Nick is going to be as prepared as the captain was for the storm.
And then 10 damage.
Okay, whoever started the yawning.
And that one is dead.
Somebody did before Nate is the problem.
It was Jeff. I saw him. It was Jeff.
Jeff yawned first.
Jeff on first.
Yeah. Because Nate's doing it.
So wait, Nate's on second?
That's some special ability you have?
This guy will move here.
Yes.
We will take a double.
Okay. That was a captain win.
The child once.
Alex Pena got the loss, so gotta find out what he likes.
Stunning fists against Asher, and he'll activate
There's
elemental
Captain.
fists against you.
Captain. Where are you? There you are.
So Asher.
Yay! Captain's back even.
What the?
For 6
Nick.
damage.
Nick Vitello.
Make a fortitude save.
You're on there. I know you are. There you are.
No.
Nick Vitello is 1 win and no losses. Danzy looking to get his second win of the year. Looks like he's going to get there.
16.
Looks like he's going to get there. And he's storming off early, too.
You're lucky.
Storm. I can't wait for that Orbo butt stuffery. It's
All you gotta do is write down you took 6. You don't have to write anything.
No, you didn't. You didn't. Pay attention to your badger. Nothing over.
So Enigma, that is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna drop my crossbow and my
Danny goes searching.
Okay.
Let's see here. Captain was fully prepared for storming his board. Let's see if Nick is fully prepared for storming his.
Loki is the guy that punched me.
Hey.
The one that's in front of me, right?
Defender kid.
Because the kid's the next one over. Okay.
Well, there's also one behind you, but you want to kill that.
Yeah, just get the one in front of me. So.
Lots of manias, lots of manias, lots of manias.
15 will miss.
Plus the blast?
Yep.
That will.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's my turn. Which one stabbed me? I mean,
I
which one
just
punched me?
got there.
This guy here.
So.
That one gonna die.
So where you're standing to use your blast will provoke 2 attacks.
Oh, look at that storm. Look at that storm count. So amazeballs. So amazeballs.
Just move back 1 and then you got the cone.
Yeah.
No, other way.
Back.
No, this way. Right next to the spot.
But won't that still hit her?
No,
No.
do a cone that way.
Do a cone and you hit.
Those 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I would just say okay.
Filter the manias.
It can go
And
this
we're
square,
gifting for a ritual and a ritual and a grape shot.
There.
And the
Yeah, you can get both of them.
Okay.
yeah, I mean,
I need to double check
you give him the rituals. I mean, it isn't gonna matter, but you give him the rituals.
I could be standing back.
Oh, you gave him the gut, or you got rid of the gut shot, but you're gonna make him draw it. Yep. Man, or life doesn't matter, but I might as well play
I
along.
just need to check, double check.
And there is the kill.
So it's this
Good job, Danzy. Good job.
Except he takes a point of.
Yeah.
Damage, and also
Anyway, I apologize for this matchup.
No, it does.
If you want to see a good Storm v Elf matchup, check out Game 3, the previous match, where it was the captain who came prepared for Storm.
From each of them.
I like Nick. Nick's a great guy. I just don't think he has what it takes. His elves look to be mono, and the captain is more open to the power of white.
No, I'm not.
Oh, so bad, so bad. So bad, so bad. But it's okay because it's going to be a quick in and out, maybe. And I did not want to see Storm v Elves again. I didn't want to see Storm again. Last match went too long, and we talked, and we filled the time, and I didn't have a chance to tell who I wanted to be out there, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be a 5th round. Never seen a 5th round, but that's okay. That's okay.
Level 2, I would have had a base. That brings up this person.
The kid just starts running away.
Level 2.
And if anybody is confused about the incredibly loud sounds over my soothing, melodious voice, Modern Thursday is filmed in front of a live Pathfinder audience. Unfortunately, we do have to share a back room for separations. Otherwise, it's all good. It's all gravy. I mean, we do get to hear interesting things about googly-eyed badgers and psychogenic squirrels or something like that. Get a good shuffle. You've got plenty of time, fellas.
17 is his AC.
Then 13 is
so 17 hits. He misses that strike on you.
I'm thinking.
And now he will hit Ostog with an elemental fist.
Yeah, Genju of the Spire, definitely too strong for the format. That needs to get axed or hammered. Ah!
So you will take
smack it.
2 damage I'm sorry, 5 damage.
We were earlier we were reminiscing about the leaks and the release of the set notes about Dominaria. You can check it out on Wizard's page. It's the top article. Badger.
He's still on defend. He'd come up and stand 5 feet.
Dan's just gonna pay 2 for something. He's gonna pay 1 to fetch.
He should move through me to that square and attack that dude.
And put that away. We got a Dwylan's Elite. So we started off with a Nettle Sentinel, then we went into a Dwylan's Elite. He did not. Oh, he attacked with it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's where the 2 came from. So I'm bad at this. I don't always pay attention to the thing that's directly in front of me.
And now he's going to bite that dude.
Anyway, Danzy fetches again.
Or FBA.
Because life doesn't matter at this point if you can storm off. Your opponent's tapped out, and I smell. I think it's a goblin. It's probably Brawl, but it smells like a goblin. Brawl should be a goblin. That'd be cool if he was a goblin wizard. That'd be fun. Oh, it's Brawl. Oh, I guessed wrong. Anyway, it's still Brawl. Brawl.
Yep.
Here's your last chance. Make it good. Nova's champion. Get in. Brawl's gonna block the token.
Cast it straight down that line.
Taking 4 doesn't matter, or taking 6 still doesn't matter.
I have a fire domain. I'm not afraid.
Wait.
You don't roll anything. They roll the save.
Right,
that's a
2,
20.
3.
He has evasion, so he takes no damage.
Why'd you take?
Oh my goodness. Yes, they're invading.
They're monks, obviously, if you haven't figured that out yet.
Why did you take 8?
Round fist. So he's going to move here, 5-foot step, and then he's going to double punch the badger.
Is that another token? No, that's a.
Yeah.
There's the storm counts. I'll keep track of that one for you, buddy. I'm dead anyway. Let me be of some assistance to you. And draw, wipe the shame off the card before you put it into your hand. Excuse me. Nanyamorphos.
17 total damage.
That's dead.
He's down.
That was his exact health.
Add red and a blue. Whiff. Stall.
You're not, but stall.
That is your turn.
Good thing they're not
Alright,
we just keep stacking.
5 foot step me in.
I mean, it is a bad tornado.
That doesn't provoke.
Just to remind everybody that my background tonight is Horseshoe Crab. It does fit into the mystery theme that I am doing this month. If anybody can figure out what my mystery theme is, and post it in the YouTube comments, that's the Zone 521, you'll get mad kudos. Major kudos. If you can figure it out before it becomes painfully obvious. I mean, you still get kudos when you post it, but I think after next week it's going to be so painfully obvious what my theme is that you'll get kudos, just not mad kudos.
17.
Take it right.
You stalled?
So that brings up.
So you're gonna wipe creatures and hope for the best. Wow.
Behind the kid.
That deserves an Owen Wilson. Wow.
Is he going for me or Kellen Voss? Or both of us?
Everybody.
Or all 3 of us?
Going for everybody. He's actually going to Stunning Fist Kellen Voss, though.
Okay, and guy who did stunning fist me.
28 or 20? No.
Yeah, it's still
26.
Yeah.
9 damage and a Fortitude
Well,
save.
he stalled on it. You got a chance. You gotta hope you've got something.
You are
So Danzy's, I still don't know why he took an additional 2. Cast
That
him.
brings up
1, 2, and 3.
Red Monk, who's going
All right,
to shoot the
Danzers.
person who's not in melee.
You've got a Gobobberlin and Brawl.
Misses and Asag.
Alright, now this is a bad guy.
Yes.
And this is a bad guy.
Yes.
That's a bad
And
guy.
this is a bad guy.
That's a bad guy.
This is a bad guy.
You got all the bad guys. There's a bad guy.
They're way out of range.
There's a bad guy over
I can
there.
take a 5-foot step
You've got bad guys all over. That's a bad guy.
and exclude this one and this one.
That's a bad guy.
Okay.
Is that brawl attack?
How far within 30 feet?
So it would get.
Did you just attack with brawl?
Yeah.
Wow. We might get a game 3. That'd be awesome. I want to see a game 3.
7
Why?
points. Everybody
From what?
Who else? I only need 5 points down.
Oh, did he throw 2 at the face from the grape shot?
So
Okay.
this one, me.
So we've got a goblin and we've got brawl. I think the goblin's at 2/2.
And that brings up Jacob. It's your
That's the
turn.
beauty of channeling positive energy. It does not trigger an attack of opportunity.
I don't have
The goblin with Electromancer is indeed a 2/2. He's a 2/2 for 2. So,
5 foot step this way, 1 square.
and brawl's gonna get into the battle.
You're flanking, but because
Oh, we have an
of the
Imperious
corner,
Perfect.
It's partial cover. So
Danzy's
flanking,
at
but you take
3.
-2, so you get.
Cancel that.
You would get your sneak attack, but not the +2 bonus to hit.
When I go here, I still
He's got Pendlehaven. Yeah, you have to try something. Have to try something.
Ah, nice. What are you
And Ritual.
I'm gonna use my
1 mana, get 3.
That's a threatened critical. So you
Rich,
wanna roll what you can
Gifts
do.
Ungiven.
Did you roll that 20?
Nope.
No. So it doesn't confirm, but you'll roll a D8 and a D6 for damage.
Wait, what did I roll 2 nat 20s?
Put the past in the
No,
graveyard.
the sneak attack is the D6.
I know because I took a
Okay.
Or give him, give him
I did
past.
so I get 1 plus damage. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
That's rough.
Red chick.
That's rough. Yeah, you got there.
The cheat still up?
Because now you've got
That brings
the
up
gifts.
Badger.
You've got enough. You should have.
Oh no, that doesn't.
You let him
that brings
cast
down
the
to her turn.
past.
That brings up
He's got
Valor.
rituals out the wazoo.
Badger was excited. He was finally
Oh,
gonna
that's
do
so
it.
rough. That's so rough.
Badger's unconscious, so no.
So rough.
Charge him.
I don't know if I want to charge him.
Why the hell not?
Why would I? When I can just walk it.
Wait, is
You got a
that?
+2 to
That's
hit.
a girl.
Yeah.
You can charge it right there and get plus 4.
Here's the Metamorphos. Look at all that. Oh,
And
so.
more importantly, it's +4 to confirm the
Because
crit.
he's flanked and he charged him for 2, and then
That's so rough.
Oh,
I'm blessed.
More
still.
Metamorphos.
+1 for the blast. That's
I'm
right.
just gonna walk. I like playing defensively a little bit.
come on.
There's
So
another
he's a
Metamorphos.
But he's got a +3 going on. It's okay.
Well,
If
actually,
he rolls
so
a 1.
But at least.
Oh,
yeah.
so stupid.
I've got +4 going on.
Well, yeah,
So
but you have
stupid.
the 2 for flanking and the 1 plus. I mean, you at least have that extra plus, or you don't have,
Anyhow,
plus all your other stuff.
that'll hit. So yeah, it'll be
Gifts to fuel it up again. Yeah, this is done. This is dumb and done.
11 damage.
And now it is that guy's turn. So he is going to take a flurry of blows. He's going to elemental
And the
fist
remand.
you, and he's going to stun fist you.
I'm just gonna screw away.
So on you, AC 13 and AC 22.
This is dumb.
Wait, I thought. Oh no, dang it.
This is dumb.
So 7 damage and 3
I mean,
electricity
make them
damage.
cast them from the. I mean, it's still dumb.
I'm over here.
And then Enigma, that is your turn.
So 7,
Okay, so we're gonna
8, 9, yeah. That's just cast the Past in Flames again, and then you got it.
22? No. Yeah, 22?
Wow.
No, 23.
You needed the Graph Digger.
Okay,
26.
Okay,
Put him out of his misery.
I think that's a doctor.
Why'd you bounce the goblin?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm thinking.
You don't need the card draw.
5.
Okay. And Asher, that is your turn.
Remanding? What?
Drop down.
So, is this any of this difficult terrain?
No.
I'm gonna straight run away.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stop.
Yep, there it
Yeah, I'm gonna-
is.
Next turn, I'm gonna.
Okay. So you do nothing but withdraw.
It's like,
Yep. Up the red.
don't shoot me.
She'll provoke if you want to take
Mm.
the attack outside.
Confirm.
Nick pulls even.
6, 7,
Dumb
8,
Danzy.
9.
Dumb
10.
Danzy.
10 does not confirm.
Oh well.
Wait, where's that toothpick from?
He's just about even with Snell again. Ah.
So she gets a retaliatory strike.
Well, if you liked
misses,
Storm,
and then her normal attack
you
would
got
be
to
a
see
stunning
Storm
fist.
stabilize at 3 and
18.
come back and
Yep.
cheaply win.
So that
If you
is
don't like Storm,
9 damage and a
I'm
fortitude
sorry.
save.
That's going to be exciting. Let's see. Fortitude is based
There-
on Constitution.
it's quite a lot of time. I'm going to see if there's a 5th round.
It's gonna be very
If there is, I'll
exciting.
be right back. If not, then we're going to sign off for the night. So
Oh yeah,
Um,
I understand Fortitude.
let me leave you with
14.
the Oofy Preserve. Be right back.
Just waiting the suspense.
14 will pass.
Oh, sweet dude.
That probably was the DC.
13, I think.
They don't actually write me the DC, so I have to sit here and double count their freaking. Yeah. That brings up
Somebody get up here and help us.
Badger.
Badger's gonna take a full attack against
It's-
that guy.
Wait, down. He's down unconscious.
He's on.
Is the badge? Oh, the badger's on.
Yeah, it's unconscious.
Unless he has
So roll a
die
d20 to see if it stabilizes.
We're at 28.
No.
So it loses a hit
A
point.
1.
Is
Oh,
correct.
ones are okay.
Yeah,
Just can't roll
okay.
threes.
I'm
So
going
four.
to come up here, draw my
One more hit point and it dies.
Well, is
short
it
sword.
Constitution
Okay.
or Charisma?
Constitution.
Okay, I'm actually better than this, and I have 9 more. I thought I read Charisma before.
That's an important difference.
I roll a 10 with
No, I don't think he has charisma at all.
Okay. That
I
will
don't
miss.
think so.
15,
That's right.
So I'm at -6.
Let's see my charisma.
So that is the brown fist is going to attack Kellenvoss with a flurry of blows.
Stunned.
You're stunned. He's going to elemental fist you with his first attack and stunning fist you with his second attack.
Like he said, where do you want to set the fires?
So the elemental fists will miss and 22
That'll hit.
for the stunning fist. So 8 damage and a fortitude save. 13 will fail. It's the DC 14. So you are stunned for a second round.
Yeah, but so that's
You're accustomed to it.
I'm completely out because the badger's down too.
because I'm like.
So that's your stunned, your first stunned round there.
I'll be stunned.
And now it's the second brown fist who's going to
stun stab
hit
for
here,
additional rounds.
and he's going to do the same thing. He's going to attempt to.
But can't I do a dodge right now?
You can.
Okay.
So his first attack is going to be elemental fists. His second attack is going to be stunning fists. So he's rolling the elemental fists attack.
So
if you're going to
cost from the first one, right?
you spend a panache point and then you roll an attack roll with all your normal modifiers for an attack roll.
Okay.
I wish this guy had fireball. That would be making it fit. All he has 2 attacks that are useless in this combat.
You better not be rolling a 3.
No.
12.
So I have 25. So it will beat your riposte. And then it will, does 25 hit your armor class?
Okay, wait, hold on. When at first level, when an opponent attempts a melee attack against a swashbuckler can, as an immediate action, spend 1 panache point, move 5 feet.
That's dodge. You did this.
You didn't listen to me, did you? Because I said I'm gonna dodge.
Oh, she said she was gonna dodge.
Oh, you're gonna dodge? Well, then you don't roll, you just move 5 feet, which pulls you out of flanking and gives you a bonus to your AC.
Okay.
Okay.
But does 25 hit?
Yes.
Even with that bonus?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So that is...
See, dodge bonus to AC. Oh, wait. Dodge bonus to AC equal to charisma. Charisma is 14.
Charisma modifier. So
my modifier is 2, is 20. Yeah, so it hits.
Yeah. And I guess 2 less because you're no longer flanked.
So 22.
But that's 9 damage and 5 electricity damage.
Well, we're
dropping
like flies.
9 regular, and how much?
5
What the area where you can
So who all's been attacked so far?
I haven't.
I took damage, but her killed me.
What's that? No.
What is electricity damage?
It's just damage.
Oh,
Except somebody's still up or you
I'm at
classified as
negative
No,
13,
only
so
if
I'm
I
at
kill
negative 2.
you.
Negative
If I
2.
do damage.
Okay.
Does the electricity
No, if I
damage
do
count
damage
against
to
the
you,
HP
no,
as
if
well?
I
Yeah.
Okay, I
kill
thought
you.
that's actually
Okay, well, you're mentioning separate. That's why I'm like.
Because some people have resistance to.
in the
Okay.
Pathfinder Society.
So I don't care about that
Am
part.
I gonna finish it? If you go
Yes.
below,
Okay.
if you
I am
go
down.
below
I'm at
0
negative
into
2.
negative numbers, that would be equal.
So it brings up the guy with the bow. He is going to shoot Vablo.
What about him?
Or he's using a crossbow.
Okay. I'm like, sit there.
He misses.
I'm using it all day.
Ostog, that is your turn.
Honey,
Okay.
you know how you're writing those
I have more important things to do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I can stealth all the way over there. Stealth all the way to there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So I will not catch this one.
Someone give me a weapon that's
Alright,
not martial.
channel positive energy. This one and this one.
Okay. So it gets her and yourself.
Just go warm.
13.
Whoa, that would kill me. But I'm not in there.
You're not.
I'm just gonna drink my potion because
Yes, you should have run toward me.
I ran the opposite way because
I know you did. You should have run toward me.
But I can't do damage.
I don't
So Jacob, that is your turn.
That's why I
He just left.
I'm a
Vablo, you'll be up
Are you
after
at
that.
-14 or you at
No, I was at.
You can take your...
I mean, I assume he's not going to run down to where I am.
No.
Why not?
No. So go ahead and go, and we'll have him. He's probably.
Now, so she went down. Does she count for flanking or not?
She does not, because when you drop down, you drop everything you are holding.
Okay. Yep. All right.
What if you have a hook hand?
When
or
you
hook
go
sword?
unconscious, you drop what you're holding.
Oh,
and
right.
you're not
Okay.
broken.
That's what you're saying.
All right. So
Just like have it stood up.
I'm going to attempt the.
Actually, I'm back up though. Does that matter?
You're not
Yeah,
standing.
when you go to negative, you drop to the ground, drop everything you're holding. So you're prone and are holding nothing.
Okay, so
So you're
like,
awake, but
I'm
until
awake,
your
but I'm not
action, you
going.
can't.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Well,
what
Jacob's back, so technically it's
Okay.
go.
Jacob, it's your turn.
Who?
No. Right there. You don't want to move past to provoke an attack.
Okay.
You can't get to where you flank. So.
You're still attacking, right?
Yep.
Try to attack him with my long sword.
Can I diplomacy?
No.
Okay. And then Vablo.
Yeah. So I'm going to do my spell combat and spell strike thing with the arcane mark.
Okay.
So I'll be making 2 attacks.
No.
One for the arcane mark, one for regular.
I mean, diplomacy stuff.
Okay. Both at -2.
Both at -2.
And you need to make
I need to make a concentration check.
I got a check.
Oh wait, I
Make
forgot.
that.
I can do something.
Okay.
I have a crossbow.
And then, so, arcane mark attack, which
I'm
will
not
be a
good with it,
24.
but I do
That
have a
will hit.
crossbow.
And 12 damage.
Down.
And then I'll just swing in the air.
Just like
You haven't moved.
I have not moved.
Take a
but-
move.
Well, I can't
That's
take a move.
a-
It's a
yeah.
4-round action, but I can
5-foot step.
I guess I could come out with my crossbow, but I only have 10 shots.
Like you
I have
stab
a-
them and stumble past them and get in.
I only have step
You're
shots.
blast
so-
infinite times, buddy.
Yes, but it doesn't affect them. They evaded it every time.
They not the one that you roll an attack roll to hit with. Enigma, that is your turn. So you are prone and have dropped your weapon.
Is there a fifth round?
Okay, so I just have to. I mean, I stand up, pick up my stuff.
Just like
Okay.
So-
Because I have health of 11.
And so standing up provokes an attack of opportunity.
From the guy over there
The
behind
guy
Villain
standing
Boss.
here. And picking up an item provokes an attack of opportunity.
then you just get
Drawing a weapon that you have on
We
your person
have
does not.
a 5th round.
So you would provoke 2 attacks of opportunity.
There will be 5
Stand
rounds
up
of
and
magic
provoke your
tonight.
rapier. But if you stand up and draw a different
Matt
weapon,
Iyer
you provoke only 1.
So, if I.
has said he wants to
So
play,
if I
and he
draw
didn't
my
lose, so
Yes.
we now have, we still have 2
So
undefeated,
one
and
attack
he
of
chose
opportunity then,
the blue side.
and he misses.
So then I get to.
But that takes move action to stand
Although-
up, and as part of the move action you can draw,
The deck.
and then you can take 1 attack, yes.
Okay.
He is playing Boggles.
8.
Okay, that will miss. Ash,
His
it's your
opponent
turn.
is going to be either Master Snow,
Uh.
which we saw play Jund,
Action to draw my crossbow.
Yes.
or Chris Cole,
I need one hand attack, but I draw my crossbow.
who's playing Burn.
And connection.
Yes.
So right now it's Jund v. Burn to see who plays Boggles.
If
You
you want to
can
avoid
just
taking.
fire this.
Either way, it should be a quick match.
There's nothing to
Hopefully
stop them
this
from
will be
taking this damage, and you're
done.
more likely
Soon.
to hit with this.
There's still about
They
20
won't
minutes
take
left in the
damage
match,
from
but
this
everybody's
one.
winding down pretty good.
From the one that where you
This
take
will
it,
be the first time we've had 5
but they can
rounds.
take damage from that one.
Okay.
And I kind of dig it. It kind of makes up for the whole Elves v. Storm Take 2 we got saddled with this round.
Will a
But that being said,
16?
It will not.
okay. So,
Yeah.
They're
gotta
almost all their AC.
match it up. Number
Did you
1.
include the +1 for bless?
Does it
Where's
count
my
touch?
Where's
Okay.
my pen?
17.
17.
Where's my
but
10?
the
We
minus
so we
4
got
for
we got some
fire
bonus
damage
magic,
makes it 13.
and
So
we got a little bit of time. I guess it's not really bonus magic. We just got
You would have the
some
same
magic
chance
coming.
I have to roll
with
20.
crossbow.
You were
Slightly
1,
higher than that.
and
That
you were
brings up
2.
The red chick who is
Matt
the one who
Ayers
punched the wizard twice.
Is looking
Once with an
to
elemental
go up again.
fist and once with a stunning fist.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be super interesting.
AC
Usually Snow doesn't want to play, but Matt said he wants to go for that 5-0, so he can push it.
Okay.
Be like, do you want to draw? He's like, nope, not really. He's like, okay. We play. Now Snow could just outright concede, which is possible.
It's 10.
I wouldn't put it past him,
DC
but
is 10. It adds only your con bonus, not fortitude save, just your con bonus.
we're looking.
Penalty of the number of
We're looking to see what we got left. But anyway, we can recap right now so far. We got to see Snow beat up. We got to see Jun beat up on Derp Shadow. We got to see we got to see Arcbound Scales get beaten down by 8-Rack. And then we saw a double
Ragdoll.
So that provokes.
We had a double feature. That's the word. A double feature of Elves v Shadow or Elves v Storm. Each outcome was different. The first match with Captain piloting Elves took out Storm. And then we saw Danzy pilot his Storm to win over the other Elves. So we had 2 Elves and 2 Storm decks, and they happened to play back-to-back on stream.
AC 11.
But it's okay. It's all good.
Second round, you're stunned.
We're still here. We're still happy.
Then the other brown fist guy.
We're gonna get rid of some revives.
And you once. So 23.
And
for 7 damage. And 13.
get rid of a King's Rock. And we just wait patiently for Schnell to win or lose.
Pablo, who's now not in melee combat.
But there is a 5th round.
And he will critically miss.
All because Boggles had to go and beat 8-Rack. But anyway, we're looking positively because this is the 5th round. We've never had a 5th round on cam, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Fantabulo.
Touching him gains me nothing.
Opponent.
Well, actually, it gains me more damage. Okay, I'm gonna go with a ball of fire. Okay. At 16.
But yeah,
17, 18, 19.
Every I stream on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday, 6:30ish Central Time.
Yes, that will hit.
Videos are live on YouTube on Thursdays and posted afterwards on Tuesdays due to bandwidth issues. But you can find it on Twitch, Crabhammer69. You can find it on YouTube, The Zone 521. And when we reach 100 subscriptions on YouTube, we're going to slap Ben Seidel. This is our promo we got going on right now. Once we reach 100 subs, we're going to slap the ever-living hell out of Ben Seidel. He wants it. We're going to help him do it. He has donated his slappable face to the cause. And it's going to happen. I don't want to give away any special secrets, but we do have milestones planned for 500 and 1,000. So just because we reach 100, we're not going to stop there. I'm going to keep giving you. I'm going to keep giving you incentives to get more subs. Slapping Ben is just the start. Just the start.
For 13 damage.
And that one is down.
And
Arcane Mark is a 0th level spell.
But yeah, I'm thinking I'm liking the idea of the Evil Bob Invitational.
I have limited cantrips per day.
Really?
Yeah.
Evil Bob Invitational stream tournament, and I've got the. I'm gonna have the. I'm gonna have all the standings in place, and you know, maybe pull 12.
Yeah.
Maybe pull 12. Maybe just top 8. Maybe just get 8 people involved. Maybe make a little trophy.
Enigma.
Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. Seems good. Seems good.
You can pick up your sword.
It's 10 o'clock Central, but anyway, all of my streams start about 6:30 Central-ish. Whenever it gets going, that's when I pop on. I welcome you. I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in a box. I am your MC for these goings. I'm also running a little side contest. My background card tonight is Horseshoe Crab. It is a horseshoe crab. And I'm running a theme for all my broadcasts here in March. And if anybody can name it in the comments on YouTube, you got to tell me on the comments on YouTube.
Or I guess it's 5, 10, 20.
What my theme is before it becomes painfully obvious. You will get mad kudos. Personal shout out to Mad Kudos. Showing off the boggles. That's the deck we're looking at. The boggles. Boggles. So good. It's so good. It's one of my favorite decks. I love the boggles. It's white power. It's powerhouse whites. It's awesome. It's great. It's fantastic. It's fabo.
Okay, this is good.
We also have.
A 23.
Let's see here. We did.
23 will hit.
Well, let's talk about the Oofy Preserve.
It's D4.
Ice Age Brown Oofies. These guys need all of the help they can get. We're going back to Dominaria, but I don't think Dominaria is going to be too helpful to the Oofy plight. And yes, it is a plight. These guys need all the help they can get. They were they were lost in the Ice Age. They were saved on Mirrodin, but you know what? Those were already saved. We're talking about the refugees, the left behinds, the ones with the roughest life. These little brown Oofies, they need your help, and I need your help to help them. Ice Age Brown Oofies are clogging up your collection. You don't want them, but I have a place where they can run free and have fun and enjoy a summer's breeze. I have created the Titan Oofy Preserve to act as a home and safe haven for each and every Ice Age Oofy. So please, dig deep into your dark collection corners, your back of the closets, your bottom of the drawers, the tucked behind the sofas. If you play Magic the Gathering, you have an Ice Age Brown Oofy in your collection. They're that common, and I'm looking to save each and every one of them. Give them a better life, a better hope for tomorrow. Send your brown Oofies from Ice Age to Titan Games, care of the Oofy Preserve, 4450 North Prospect Road, Suite Charlie 6, Peoria Heights, Illinois. Say it with me now. 61616. And I tell you, people, that zip code is just as fun to write as it is to say. And you won't get it out of your mind. It'd be 61616. It's so good. And it's going to a good home. The Oofy Preserve needs all the help it can get. I have opened my heart and home for each and every Ice Age Brown Oofy. Won't you help?
Or no, he's going to shoot the mage with his crossbow. AC.
So,
Astag.
I don't think
I don't think Nick was as prepared for Storm as the captain was.
No.
But it goes to show the power of white.
Yes. Yes, indeed. He may have been prepared for it, but he just didn't get there.
He didn't get there. I mean, I can't believe you stabilized at 3 and you didn't give us a game 3. No, instead we're stuck here waiting for freaking 40 minutes.
I mini-stormed, and then I didn't think I was going to get there. And then I drew gifts I'm given.
I got so excited when you fizzled out. And then you started to go off again. And it was like,
at least I got another dub on camera.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. It is a very impressive record you have put together. Now AJ put out an interesting thought. He asked the simple question of when is the 2018 Evil Bob Invitational Players Championship?
Ooh.
I know. I didn't even think about these. And then I'm thinking, it's like, well, I can compile the list, and I'm thinking it's like either 4, 8, or 12. But it's going to be a nice round number. And every participant will be able to bring a rule with them. Now, it's not a specific card rule, and it can't be a game state rule. But something like, I know Snell's snap rule would be no ban list.
Yeah, of course.
And I would have no problem with that.
No.
But everybody's rules will be in place.
Now, what format?
It's modern.
Modern.
Because this is all for modern. I'm doing only modern. Are they paired?
We're paired.
Feature match?
Who won the who won, Snell or Chris?
Snell dropped.
Snell dropped? So it's Chris? Or who's playing Matt?
Yes. Oh no, it got claimed. Drew and some other guy.
What? He always does. But I'm not putting you back up there.
I know. I don't blame you.
Okay, I need to know who's up there.
I killed the stream. Drew and somebody else.
Drew?
I don't know.
I need to just take a look.
Nice try, though.
Unless you're going to double one.
I draw my bow. Yeah, I draw my bow.
Okay. The Badger is stable and it's 0, but not awake. Is Grail.
Magic missile, the guy on the other side.
Okay.
Just a guaranteed hit. 5.
Okay. Kellen Boss.
Alright, I am going to switch from my great sword to my longbow.
Okay.
And I am going to take a shot, not a double shot, just a regular shot at the Mr.
Okay. Change of plans. Yet again. Oh my.
The one guy not in melee.
Actually, no, this was the second time.
20 will hit.
It's not Matt Ayers.
You do 2 downs with the bow, right?
It's not Chris or Snell. It is. We've got.
Brings up that guy. He's going to
Drew.
punch each of you.
Oh well.
AC 24 for 8 damage. And AC 12.
Nope.
Playing control. And his opponent is new face Jacob Burns.
He's not in melee. And what you do?
Whoops. Brings up this last guy who will drop his crossbow and charge you, and he will hit you with
And he's
a
playing
stunning
Rakdos
fist,
Burns.
since he has all of his. 14. Astak.
This will actually be a fairly interesting game, I think.
5,
I think.
10, 15, 20,
Don't know for sure, but I think.
25, 30.
Think maybe, possibly.
Channel positive energy. Exclude.
Maybe, possibly, maybe, I don't know. Possibly, maybe. Possibly, maybe, possibly, maybe dog.
Whoa.
I think it's dog. Is it dog? Probably
I'm
dog.
gonna get an 8 if I'm able to get some of that.
Now, Jacob Burns.
Then I'm going to use my
Welcome to the board. Wins, losses, and draws.
You want the one that's not in melee.
Yeah, you want the one in the back.
Right here?
Yep.
We've got Drew already down. And I think
Oh no, he's the rogue.
So make your.
we're gonna take a look at the standings.
And Vablo.
No.
I'm going to use my move action to study the guy in front of me.
I always get the good ones when I don't need them.
No.
And then attack him.
Nick Vitello was the last one. Standings 1.
The wizards, they're right here.
Oh, critical threat.
No. Back to Titan.
And then
Okay, I don't have either of them.
That will confirm.
Fantastimo. Oh, he's already down to 13. That's pretty balls.
21 damage will.
I don't know how.
That
It might be because he refuses to use the dice.
Bye, it's a shame.
But that's okay.
Enigma, that's your turn.
Okay, we've got Jared, Nick, Jordan, Drew. Yeah, Justin's in with the Drew. So Drew's been on quite a while. We just don't have any of it. Okay, so
And then a DS1. Okay, so we have a 7.
Drew and Jacob are going to be 3 and 4. Okay, so I'll finally get a Drew card. Do I have? I don't think I have Drew stuff. I might.
3 damage.
Do you want? Okay.
You done?
We're searching for Escanta.
Asher.
Is that a Blood Chief Ascension? That might be a Blood Chief's Ascension. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's see here. Drew. I already got him. Minamo. So I already have his picture and his land, so I just need to make it.
Israel.
Okay. Searching for Escante, decides to keep that top card. It goes right into his hand. Now we're looking at cracking a fetch.
There. Kill Stila.
He only had
Drew refuses to use the dice because he's not a team player.
Left him at 1 health.
Just likes to be difficult because that's the way he rolls.
Mitoko is horrified by the revelation that her friends of the shrine have been killed, but the evidence...
Jacob is just waiting for his chance to burn him down.
She wants you to help her perform a sealing ritual to end the corruption.
And cut, and cut, and cut.
An hour of prayer.
Interesting. Okay. Fantastic. Getting artsy. Okay, enough's enough. There you go. Whew, that cut wore me out. And we're drawing, and we're playing Jace.
Each of you can attempt
Jace.
knowledge religion.
Oh, it's
Jace.
Jace.
Or a wisdom check if you're not trained in any of those others.
Wisdom check.
I got 21 on Arcana.
I got 8, 9, 10, 11 on wisdom.
12 on wisdom.
A 27.
Jace, the elephant in the room, is on board and fate sailing away. Yep. Oh, thank you. You're finally using the dice. Thank you, Drew. You are a champion amongst men. Using his Kanta.
Max is at 4 for that part.
Yeah, go ahead and read Jace. It says, I break modern and I'm no fun.
5, 10, 15, 19 points. Between 15 and 19 points.
Yeah.
A rumbling pulse sweeps outward from the shrine.
Yeah.
Completed. The influence clip-offs.
And we're going to brainstorm.
Influence from the minds upon the people of Yang may fade. Trees and animals immediately return to their natural forms. The PCs find the villagers awake and walking about the streets in shock. The mayor is thankful.
Passes the turn. Hey, look, he drew a land.
So 2 of you saved our village.
And we're going to play that land and
they have
nothing.
a feast in your honor.
Probably creature destruction spells, and aside from Snapcaster, I don't think he's going to have any other creatures out there. He might have Entreat. I don't know. I think it might be Jasicles, but...
So is anybody a member of the Silver Crusade?
The slow Jace kill. It's so fun to watch. There's the Mind Sculptor. Dude, you're... Just cut the deck. Really? Oh, okay. Duh! Well, that just invalidated the shuffle because you showed him the bottom. Azcanta.
What's garbage?
You know you want to flip it to the top and draws.
And so because we are over 10, you have to
And we're going to Fate Seal.
Over 10 on dollars.
It looks like it's going to stay on top. It looks like a good creature kill, so
but we're not over
I'll let you have it. You can draw that. Is that a Blood Chief Ascension again?
You don't get the double bonus on that.
Well, how much was that one?
You're just looking to cast something. I don't know what it is.
Yes.
But it's going to get countered.
Not quite.
Wait, so I just roll and get no pluses?
You get to roll, and if you don't like it, you can roll again.
Right. You can roll,
it's a creature.
Roll twice to take the value. You roll, and then if you want to, you can re-roll.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and kill it, and I'm going to gain 3. Did he fetch? He must have fetched.
Just give me a minute.
Is that your second roll?
This is my first one.
Okay.
I'm not rolling again. Jesus, I'll do better.
And Azcanta flips.
So, Asdod, you're out of sub-tier.
We don't got to search for it anymore. We found it.
Well, thank you.
It was over yonder.
Don't re-roll. Don't re-roll.
What do you
Might
have?
as well. Whoa, what the? What is that?
18 and 11, 29.
Oh, it's an entreat. Entreat. And now I have 4 angels.
Roll plus his skill.
And I'm going to Fate Seal. Just to make sure you don't have a wipe. You can draw that. It's probably a land. It is a land.
Thank you.
I will answer your questions when we get to you, buddy. I'm going in order here.
Yeah, try to cast something. It's a creature, so it doesn't matter.
You are what level? 3, so you are out of.
Not gonna matter.
I'll be level 2 next week.
Drew untaps, draws.
You survived 3 adventures.
20 is 20 gold.
I'll say my guy.
28 is 50.
Drew attacks for 16.
Yeah. Asher just killed my character, so I make a new one.
Because it doesn't matter, because this is Bridget now, I'm not playing.
I'm making a new class next week, so.
And we're gonna Fate
See,
Seal.
I went to all the trouble to keep you alive.
Huh?
You can
I
draw
went to all the
that.
trouble to keep you alive, and now you.
I'm making a new class next week, so.
He's not making a new character. He is re-roll, or he is using a free retrain. So he's the same character, but with different abilities.
So I can play.
And we're drawing, and we're just gonna go to game number 2.
Except for the total
Yeah.
accumulated on your sheet.
But a rogue is what we need. Think of the team.
No.
But even if you're gonna stay a rogue, you should probably make some changes, like having weapon finesse, so that you
Weapon finesse.
Deal damage.
get a better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the
We
rogue
want a
does some
rogue,
good
just
stuff.
not that rogue.
I would like to express an alternate viewpoint. You're the rogue. I don't care if you are in melee combat or not.
Rogues aren't for melee?
Rogues.
No,
The
that's
only time I want you in
yesterday.
melee combat is when you're flanking the opponent and get your backstab bonus.
Oh,
So
I'm
do
sorry.
you have,
Go ahead, give me your guy.
Otherwise, you want them back shooting or throwing
do you have a day job, Jacob?
20 brewer.
You rolled 20?
Yep.
Being a rogue is a
13 plus
very
7.
dangerous job. That's just,
We
Like
don't
being
do
a
it.
healer,
He
right?
He has his masterwork
If you got any
tips. He's got
Afterwork
Yeah.
the ability to sense traps. I can't do any of that crap.
So we're getting shuffling up, and don't listen to them, man. The best, re-roll your rogue, but make him a great axe rogue.
Almost better than rogue.
It's even worse.
You're right. You're right.
You
That's
have to
going too
spend one
far.
of your Slayer
How about a great
talents on
club?
it, but it's worth
No.
it.
Called a Mega Sap.
No.
Yes, the Unchained Rogue gets a lot of stuff for free that the Rogue
Has
doesn't
to
get.
take his feats and stuff
Right.
like that. So look at the Unchained Rogue class.
Just use that instead. Just be like better rogue. Initiate.
That's in the
Initiative plus 2.
Bablo, you're third level.
All right. Sideboard is complete.
Yes, third. Yeah, sorry.
So you're out of sub tier.
What's Jacob gonna be packing this time? Not you.
It's Jacob, not our. Yeah, he has
I've got my own Jacob.
And you are not Silver Crusade, right? Nope.
But no, re-roll your rogue.
Did not.
Equip him with a great club.
Great club.
They'll never see it coming.
Double check. Everybody double check your. Make sure I didn't accidentally cross up anybody's sheets as I hand them to you.
Oh.
I'm like writing down, and I'm like, I didn't accidentally write his number on his page or something
right,
as an.
gotcha.
And you are 4th level, so you're out of sub tier. You had a lot of people out of sub tier this time.
And we're
I think
drawing.
you're about as
So what is that?
lower level.
You can draw your hand, dude.
So they get more gold. Than
Draw your
people
hand to see
than
if you want to
guys
keep it.
because they were they're higher level. So they're playing down,
Yeah.
but they get less gold than if they'd played in their own
subtier.
sub
Okay,
tier.
right. Okay, gotcha.
But if it had been the other way, those of you at first level would have gotten more gold
Because we were playing harder.
because you were playing harder. But
Okay.
you would have.
More likely to die.
Right. It's very dangerous, especially as a first
Reset
level
life
character to
totals.
play out of sub tier.
Feeling good about where we're at.
They would have been one shotty on.
Everybody's
I'll look
keeping.
into Unchained Rogue tonight.
Yeah, they get.
J-
And you have a
Yeah, I rolled a 16.
Mountain go. Swamp
so 10.
go. Okay.
Push my glove, Jacob.
You pay bucks.
Strand that is
It's actually
flooded.
10:30.
Yes.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
10:30.
And you have a.
Day job, so I actually rolled a 20. I rolled a 16 plus 4 for my day job.
And we're cracking a fetch.
Once I didn't go.
I'd feel worse if they weren't done. If they weren't still going with their tournament.
Yeah, we had 5 rounds tonight. So
How many people did you have?
24, 25.
So you guys were also.
We usually end at 3.
Point away from the highest.
Now they have 5.
We had 5.
You needed to save another one of the. Another one of the guys from the ooze.
Close the door, please.
We needed
Thank you.
to save them.
Yes, you needed to save them from the ooze.
I was gonna kill them.
Well, that's just the kind of guy you are.
Well, wouldn't killing them before the ooze got them, would that count as saving
I
them
want to
from
get
the
us.
ooze?
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter because the ooze got both of the two that got.
Okay. And we're Seaman Visions. We're already searching for Ascanta. I think it's still over yonder.
Although there is those.
I think we got them. Oh, we did not get
And we're drawing. Look at all that land.
It
Yeah.
was in there somewhere. You get
So I guess you hold back the lightning bolt for Jace.
something that you
Because that's the smart thing to do.
knowledge, nature, perception.
But
I know I will.
No, you actually don't get to roll a
I have this sheet,
data.
so I can turn it on to
No,
declare it and give it plus.
he is looking. He is know he's playing Burn, so he did start off with a Fate Seal. So there's Jace the Mind Sculptor, and he's Fate Sealing himself. So now you have to spend 2 burn
I'm
spells to
sorry,
kill
but
him.
sometimes that
Kill him good.
they didn't get all
Get him. Why didn't you kill him?
I
kill him at the end of his turn. You gotta kill him.
The Muleback.
You have so many spells.
The Muleback Chord's Resistance are pretty.
And you let him untap.
2 items.
There used to be different shoulder items, and you could only have one or the other.
Right.
Oh.
Unfortunately, you can only upgrade it to.
You let Jace live.
2.
You had the opportunity
So
to
you
kill
can't ever
Jace, and you
get
just let
Chord
Jace live.
Cloak Resistance plus 3, 4, or 5 with it, but you get plus 6 to strength. Only for carrying.
Okay.
I bought that.
Okay.
I bought that for my Magus.
We're cracking a fetch.
I can't find.
Jace.
Where's the errata that Magus is?
It was errata for Ultimate Combat, I believe, or Ultimate Magic, I believe.
Because I've looked for it and I don't see it now.
Hey, Dad.
I don't think that's correct. On PRD, it still shows they get infinite.
Dad,
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were asking.
I still have it.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
use it on anything at the Paizo store.
Oh, the wary
No,
cut.
the online store.
Just there you go. There you go. I guess this is as good as we can hope for. That's just Seaman Visions. You gotta draw a card and you gotta scry the 2. Drew's looking to close this game out. With Jacob not casting a spell, apparently.
We eat so early tonight.
No, we do not.
It's 10:30. We usually end at like 11 o'clock.
But stop doing that. Put this in a blank sheet of the
Did you not
I'm gonna have to
crack
look
a
for it and
second
see.
fetch?
Because I have not heard that before, and I've played with the Magus.
Wait.
I don't know. I thought I saw mana come down, but
Of the last 4
he's attempting to do something.
Accounting for it.
But yeah, on
I don't know what it's Rakdos. I don't know what that is,
Right,
but it's
but
gonna
when
get
you come down
countered.
here and you read
Maybe?
the
No, it's in
cantrip's
play.
ability.
It's wow. I don't know what that is. Oh my. Okay. Well, there's an entreat. We're gonna get 2 angels. 3 angels? It's 2? 2
No, but
angels? I thought it was 3
that's
next
all-
time.
that table is always
Well, 3
there,
angels. That'll close it
but
out
the
pretty
table
quick.
is for
PDQ.
But see right there in the text, they are not expended and may be used again.
Probably
so that is
diggity
how many
Q.
different cantrips you can have memorized.
Well, I'll have to check it out because Hero Lab is usually pretty accurate.
the
in
one we
its,
saw, right?
You know, making me choose limited cantrips per day.
You choose them.
Well, right.
Wait, so you have infinite, but you choose which ones. You have limited.
And we're flipping Escanta.
Like I said, I've never heard anything
Yep,
that it
it's
works
still over
any
yonder.
I'll be right back. I have to go back.
different. Okay.
Angels.
I'll double check and look into it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You choose 3, you memorize 3, but you can use each of those 3 infinite times. I'll double check that that's correct.
What do we
Because,
got?
Like I said, the text.
What do we
the text
got?
doesn't read any different than the wizard text, for instance.
What do we got? We've got a
I
crack.
don't think that there was. Doesn't come up that often that it's that.
Get your manias.
I was limiting myself, not
Right.
Get your manias.
But would you like to initiate
Oh
that
yeah.
ritual thing?
For sure. It's good to actually get some of these done. Did you ever choose a faction?
Yeah, I'm doing Grand Lodge.
Grand Lodge, did you get a sheet? I don't think
I'm still looking
Yeah,
for
I've got one.
Okay.
It's like the first one.
Yep.
my new character.
Hey, you have 2 goals, so you get the Enduring Scholar now.
For it that I got
There you
at
go.
my first thing I went to. So.
And what level are you?
I'll be level 4 next time.
So you'll have one the like easiest box to check.
Yeah, have the ranks.
Have the ranks. Minimum
As
4.
soon as this attack is done, did you?
So Pathfinder
Hey,
announced
we
that
finally went
Pathfinder 2.0
Did you not attack?
in 2019, and they're canceling Pathfinder.
What? You can't do that. All the characters. They're all gonna die.
Well,
No.
there'll probably be some conversion.
What was the other
Well,
one?
I don't plan on doing it. Like, I don't like going through multiple
Yeah.
editions. I really got burned out on that
What was the
when
name of this?
Just like the
this
D&D update.
This
Yeah.
was
Just like
Shrine of the Sacred Tempest.
Well, no, this was Tanja or something.
Alright, there's
Tianjia is
lethal.
the continent.
Yeah, so we were in Quan Li.
It's still lethal.
We were in my guys. We were in his.
That's a demon of some
Yeah,
sort.
so like personally,
But it's still lethal.
thousands of dollars on Pathfinder. I have close to 100 books. I am not going to buy the same books again. I'm not going to switch to an edition where Magus doesn't exist and Gunslinger doesn't exist and Kineticist doesn't exist, and then over the next 4 years pay them to buy back the classes that we have now. So I'm going to keep running this game as long as we can get players as PFS First Edition. You're still able to do that. There just won't be any new scenarios. So we'll just be going. There are 10, and they're doing. It doesn't happen until the end of the next season 10. So it'll be 10 seasons. So it's a ways out, but I don't plan to switch anyways.
That's it. That's lethality. That do it. I need to go out and talk to Jacob for a hot second, and I'll be right back to wrap up the night.
And even then, like I said, I don't plan on.
Well, no, I know.
Yeah.
You can have the special
Yeah.
edition one. You can see if you find it, you're going to want to pick up this or that or the other if you find it because.
Alright, I'm out of here, folks.
Yeah, no, there's not any, nothing is different until then.
And that's what's one of the funny things is that that's how Pathfinder got started in the first place.
Right.
Was it branched off of D&D when people didn't like the rule changes in D&D 3.
I don't even care what rule changes they end up doing. Like, I just don't want to switch editions. Like I said, I spent too much money on this edition. And then when you add together, because I have so many 3.5 books, and then
if they
all
do
of
it,
the
I can see if they do it as here is and we'll release. This is what the upgrade changes of how you convert the rules for your existing books.
No, it's gonna be.
But they will want to sell everything again, just like D&D did, you know.
Here's the core book. These are the. It's going to be the
revised rules
classes that are in the core book now, plus the alchemist. So all the other classes in the game, Pathfinder 2.0, when you start Pathfinder Society for Pathfinder 2.0.
Or your wizard, your
no, that's fine.
4 core classes or whatever your core classes are.
So you've got all the books that have all those classes, and you can download all the stuff you need to generate new characters for other people.
I'm back
Yeah, you can
from
still,
outer
still keep
space.
playing everything. There's just
That does it.
anything
Drew gets there in 2,
there won't be.
and we rock the evening.
Goes into that
5 rounds of magic ended in a Jace Dirtle.
10 years, that's fine.
Jacob gets the lost on his first, and
No.
that
He's only gone
means
through one.
where are you at? Drew LL. Drew finally gets into the win column. He had a draw. Now he's got a win. Congrats, Drew. If you could have done it without Jace, I would have liked to have seen it. But anyway, 5 rounds of magic. Jund,
Before it was out
the Derp,
and so then only
8 rack, the Arcbound Scales,
yeah, that's just
Storm v Elves, Elves v Storm, and
that's 5th edition.
Jasicles
That's just the
taking on a Rakdos
different way people write it.
build. That's gonna do it. I had fun. I hope you did too. I've been Evil Bob, your resident head in the box. Remember to keep sending in those lovable brown oofies to the Titan Oofy Preserve. Sub to YouTube channel The Zone 521 so we can slap Ben Seidel as hard as humanly possible. Comment on the YouTube channel of what you feel my theme is for March of my background cards. Tonight is the Horseshoe Crab. Mad kudos go to person who names it first. I'm super tired. I'm ready to get out of here, so I'm going to wrap it up there. I've been Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, and however you choose to live your life. I approve. Have a good night. Have a great weekend. I will see you all back on Tuesday, 6:30 Central, live from the Zone. Until then, take care of yourselves.